Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pawn's Wrong Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Yeah, I had a fun morning, man, just reading stuff, you know. Man, this YouTube stuff is funny, y'all. It's funny. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this side of heaven. God bless you all. Saludo, mi gente. Ladies and gentlemen, if you follow the channel, you know I really don't like to really even talk about this type of subject because we really don't know what's happening in the heavyweight division. We don't know what's going to come through fruition, but we hear a lot of stories, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of inconsistency with stories. The dates is always wrong. If somebody's going to court, is an undisputed going to happen? Where's the money gonna come from? Where's the gate? It's just a lot of hearsay, she say. So it has the world of boxing ambiguity. Cause just so many talks. But we know what needs to happen in boxing. I think that Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is the most important fight. Not even now, but in this century. I mean, we're desperate to see an undisputed heavyweight championship bout, and I think we in position to do so. I mean, we did once have boxing was in position to give us undisputed with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. That both sailed. Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz. Deontay Wilder had a couple of good wins versus Dominic Breazeale and Luis Ortiz, but then he gave another chance to Tyson Fury, and then Tyson Fury did what he did in his second fight. High low in the building, high low, dímelo mi hermano, high low. And I wasn't planning to go live, not early today, but I just felt like I wanted to talk boxing. So, you know, whoever shows up. I understand there's other people that didn't know I was gonna go live. So, and more respect to the people out there that's doing their thing. The black supremacists called LDC are so desperate for the fight not to happen. They doesn't want it because they want Beyonce in the mix. What's good, mi hermano? What's good, Rod? What's good, Neil? What's good, Anthony? What's good, 1 foot out the door? Iceman in the building. What's good? Your buddies was on 2 hands. I know. I saw it. I saw good work, 2 hands. I saw it. What's good? Mi hermano Punch. Just saw the video on Twitter. The boy looking crazy. He looking crazy, Rod, right? Yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about that. Just a little bit about that. The fans' corner was good. Que pasa? Ignorant boxing was good. Yeah, Beyonce. Ay, Dios mío, man. We're going to be talking, y'all. Like, come on. Let's be serious. Let's be serious, man. We're talking about the undisputed heavyweight fight. A potential heavyweight fight. What's good, Art? What's good? We talking about smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We talking about a heavyweight fight. And look, man, there's a lot of good things going on in the sport of boxing. And like I said, what was it, yesterday or the day before yesterday? Of course, there's a lot of matchup in the sport of boxing. And in every era, there's this type of matchup, this mega matchup that everybody want to see. Does not come through fruition. High, low, dímelo. That's what I'm talking about, high, low. Ya tú sabes, Moonshine, a.k.a. El Sazón. No, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón de YTBC. Ya tú sabes. No se puede cocinar sin eso. Sin eso no se puede cocinar. Sin eso no se puede cocinar, mi amigo, my friend. AJ versus Fury, let's go. Yes, combat ethics, of course. What makes them think that whoever wins that Wilder should get a fight with the winner? I don't know. They would rather boycott the fight for Undisputed than support it. That's crazy, right? That's crazy ignorant boxing. That's what I'm seeing in the YTBC. Couple of people out there, and this is what I'm saying, that's just a cancer of boxing, because now you know. Now you know. Whoever goes against this fight, I'm talking about make-believe fans, I'm talking about make-believe boxing channels, whoever goes against this fight and wants something other than this fight, now you know where they lie. They're not real hardcore boxing fans. They're not real boxing fans. It's either they're here because they want to support one fighter, they're here, or they just not fans, or they don't know what the hell is going on. Moshe, I got all the condiments. Was good. Either one beats. Well, the remember punch. I said AJ KO's Fury. Anthony Breland. Oh yeah, you did say that, Ant. You did say that, Anthony. Matter of fact, but yo, I am going for AJ though. I am going for AJ too. I'm not necessarily thinking it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna end up in a KO. I mean, it's a different type of matchup. I mean, AJ do know how to fight in the inside, so I think that Tyson Fury, the way he performed, let's say with Wilder, it was easy for him to crowd Wilder, because we all know that Wilder needs that extension. He needs that space. He needs to he needs that range. But with Anthony Joshua has a great uppercut. Has a hell of an uppercut in which he would love to get on the inside as well. I just don't think that Tyson Fury, and this is just me, I don't think that Tyson Fury would try to approach that fight with Anthony Joshua like he did versus Deontay Wilder. And also, Anthony Joshua was strong enough to push him off. Unpopular opinion, but I think AJ wins on points with at least 2 knockdowns. Yeah, man, yo, I think this is a great fight. I think it's a great fight, you know? And I think that AJ, look, put it this way. There is no simulating a Tyson Fury. I mean, where you gonna get the sparring partners for a Tyson Fury? Shadow Ghost in the building. What's good, Shadow? Shadow Ghost in the building. Anthony Breland in the building. What's good, my brother? Hope the family's doing good. Hope you're doing good. Shout out to your pops, man. Hope he's doing great and well. Tell him his boy Punch said what's good. We're gonna keep his legacy alive, brother. You know how we do. We break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively here, man. We do this for boxing. I support everybody in boxing, but of course, we gotta hold other people accountable. We never seen AJ box a bigger guy. But that's what I'm trying to say, Combat. But we never seen nobody box a bigger guy like Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury also got his flaws. I mean, he been floored a couple of times. He been hurt a couple of times. You know? I think that there's matchups that, let's say like Tyson Fury, he got Wilder's number. You feel me? There's those type of fights where, you know, we think it's a great fight, but it just don't mix. It just don't mix well. His tools just don't mix with a Deontay Wilder. But when it comes to Anthony Joshua, I don't think that he could just push Anthony Joshua back. That's what I don't think. I don't think he could do what he did to Wilder. He just can't push Anthony Joshua back. Anthony Joshua is strong. I don't think that he would just be muling him, because Anthony Joshua does great body work. Decent body work, but also he has his uppercuts, which he would like to land on the inside. So it's gonna be kind of different. Klitschko ain't big. It's gonna be and we both know that they have been floored. So and we also know that both of them has rise up to adversity. You know, they have rose up. So we can't even question their heart. These both fighters got heart, skills, talent, momentum in their prime. And when I'm talking about prime, you know, when you in boxing, when you in your prime is when your intellect and your physical ability coexist at the highest level. That's prime. When it comes to boxing, when it comes probably to, you know, other athletics, it's not when people think prime is when you're young and you just got all the athleticism. That's when, you know, that's just athleticism. When you get older and past your prime, you still got the wisdom, but that's it. You don't got the athleticism. So in professional sports, especially boxing, your prime years is 27, 28, 29. 30, 31, maybe 32 if you take care of your body right in the back end, and that's the back end of your prime. For example, Buck Crawford is in the back end of his prime. But Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, they're in their prime. They're in their prime right now. They've been through adversity. They won big fights, versus in big crowds. Anthony Joshua got the resume. He have seen a lot of styles. The Andy Ruiz type of style, the Parker style, the Dillian White type of style. He's seen a lot of different type of style, the Povetkin style. Tyson Fury, I think he's seen less competition, less styles than and also Klitschko. Both of them got Klitschko under their belt. But one thing that we could give to both these men, as a matter of fact, all the top fives in the heavyweight division, they all got heart, bro. They all got heart. They all got floored, and they all they got back up. Now, what's good, Raw Boxing TV in the building? What's good, Raw Boxing TV? Subscribe to Raw Boxing TV, ladies and gentlemen. Neil Simpson, what's good? Jay, Gentleman's Game, what's good? What else? Crazy, what's good? JP, Ish, Elvis, Juan, dímelo, viva México, ya tú sabes de lo mío allá. Viva Mexico. We having a great Mexican fight. Not even, I didn't want to put it like a great Mexican fight. We have a great fight this upcoming weekend. Miguel Berchelt, Oscar Valdez. A great fight. A great damn fight. Forget about just the Mexican. This is a great fight. Not yet, my brother, not yet, but soon. I would do it very, very, very soon. Fury got the twitchy movement. That's hard a game plan. Yeah, he got good feints. He got one of the best feints. He got one of the best feints in the sport of boxing too. As a big man like that, he got one of the best feints in the sport of boxing. But I think that Anthony Joshua, he's seen a lot of styles. Nothing like Tyson Fury, but nobody's seen nothing like Tyson Fury. I think you got to be smart enough to adjust on the fly. Junior in the building, what's good? Stay blessed, Punch, plus the chat. Thank you. I appreciate that, my brother. Ya tú sabes, aquí trabajando duro, mi hermano. Also, Josh Kelly going to be performing this weekend. Josh Kelly, Avanesian versus Avanesian. Yeah, man. And also, probably next week, we probably gonna have maybe, I can't promise you, but probably my boy Josh Kelly will come to Punch Run Boxing and chop it up with your boy. I had a lot of great things to say about Josh Kelly, but damn, Josh Kelly but I hope he gets a great win. High, low, low. Good looking out. If it's moonshine, it has to be good. Good looking out. Appreciate that. Fury was a bit inconsistent though. Yep, like he looked amazing versus Wilder versus Otto Wall. He definitely was impressive. I think that maybe Tyson Fury performs to the level of his competition. That'll be ish. That'll be a great interview, Punch. Yeah. I think he was very, very busy this week and last week, but he said probably next week after his fight. Well, he said right after his fight. But if it's a blessing if he comes through, it'll be an honor. It's always an honor to talk to boxers. These guys and gals put their life on the line for pure entertainment. So it's always great to talk to modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, and that's the way I see them. I wish that's the way that we all see them as well, because man, I know we get frustrated sometimes with what's going on in the sport of boxing, but we gotta give these fighters their props, man. Punch. Who do you think can take the other punch better, AJ or Fury? Shoot. I think both of them could take good punches, man. I think so. I don't know, man. I don't know, because we both seen them get floored a couple of times and they rose back up. Avanesian is a real threat for Kelly. I know. Kelly need to implement his power and probably sit down on his punches a little bit more. If Josh Kelly sit down on his punches a little bit more, I think you're gonna see power from Kelly. I would like to see Kelly, showboat a little less. Showboat, because I do like, it entertains me when he does showboat, but do it in great spots. Don't do it all the time. I think he could be a lot better than what he's shown, especially the other fights like that Ray Robinson fight. I was actually disappointed. Actually been disappointed in a couple of his outings, but I think that probably he gets it if he does hear the criticism and the fair criticism he gets. I think that it's gonna be a great fight though. It's gonna be a good fight. We want to see where Josh Kelly is at. Um, what does more views, Broner or Valdez? Who does more views? Probably Broner. I'm wondering how Tyson went from looking kind of in shape to being fat again with 5 live handles in the mouth. I know. You saw when he went to the beach, that clip that he's on the beach. I don't know, man. I think that's probably his body type or something. I mean, he's 6'9", yo. His body is weird, bro. It's not normal. Not everybody is 6'9", I don't know. But don't you feel like when you look at Tyson Fury, you be like, damn, how the hell these guys beating these dudes, man? How Tyson Fury looking more athletic than Deontay Wilder in the ring? That's the embarrassing, man. That's the embarrassing part. That's the embarrassing part. And I know looks ain't everything, but come on. AJ, that's fair that it's not the most entertaining style, but AJ got skills and power. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be a good mesh of styles. Kelly needs to concentrate on boxing. Exactly, he does, man. What's your reaction on Josh Warrington fight? Um, I think is I'm not really having a reaction. I think that you know lost a window of opportunity to get these type of fights with like the Shakur Stevensons of the world, but it happens in boxing. It happens in boxing. I mean, I heard he got better. He's out the hospital. So I mean, it was only one loss, right? You get back down and you go back to the drawing board. You get right back up and get in position to get that type of fight. You think Wilder should take the Charles Martin fight to be IBF mandatory? I think that Deontay Wilder should take a tune-up. I don't think he's ready. He's ready to go with Tyson Fury. To be honest, even if he gets to go, put it this way, like you read the title, right? Hold on. So the title of the live show. The title of the live show, yo. Whoever tries to stop this undisputed is a cancer to boxing. I say it's a cancer to boxing. No, really to me be disrespectful, right? But this is big. And there are certain fighters that they get in a position in which they could cut in a very important fight. Look like Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall step aside. So we could see Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor. Because we know the importance of the fight. We know there's a lot of history. There's history. There's accomplishment in that fight. Undisputed 140. So a guy like Jack Catterall, he looks at the sport of boxing. He look at his sport, and he's like, what? Let me step aside. I don't want that. I don't know that he got some money, but he don't want to get in the way of something special. It takes away from the sport. So I like guys like Jack Catterall that knows that there's something special in this and go and step aside. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is a big fight. Not only a big fight right now, but actually probably the biggest fight and the most important fight of this century. Of this young century is the most important fight, ladies and gentlemen, and nobody should get in the way. No promotion, no managers, no advisors, the networks. You better come up with that money. I don't give a damn where you from, or let's go. No fighter, no mandatories, no belt federation. Nothing should get in the way of this fight. Whoever gets in the way of this fight is a damn cancer that should be eliminated for a while in the sport of boxing. That's what I'm going to say. Am I saying something wrong? Do you agree or disagree with me, or what? Am I saying something out of pocket or something like that? I think Christian was good. Jay Steven Rodriguez, mi hermano, was good. Jay Beck was good. JP. Spence are happy with the Spence Crawford night. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that too. So I just think that we need that fight in boxing. I mean, we need that fight in boxing. And the way that 2021 is looking like, man, we got... I call 2021 the undisputed year. 2021, the undisputed year. Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. We could actually get to see this year also, Castaño versus Charlo, another undisputed. We gonna see Jessica McCaskill versus Cecilia Brækhus in a couple of weeks. They fighting for undisputed. We're gonna see Clarissa Shields gonna go on pay-per-view. Everybody pay for Clarissa Shields pay-per-view. Let's do it for women boxing. This is a gentleman's sport. Let's appreciate the women in boxing. Clarissa Shields gonna be on pay-per-view. Fight TV March 5th. Let's support the ladies, baby. Let's support. She's gonna go for undisputed in 2 division weight classes at the same damn time. She's gonna be undisputed. So let's support that. This is an undisputed year. A lot of great things can happen in the sport of boxing this 2021, post-pandemic or during pandemic. Women boxing isn't exciting, entertaining though. I think it is. I think, to be honest, man, the last 2 years, women boxing has been very, very exciting. The matches, they've been going at it, bro. Once that bell rings, boom, they fighting, they throwing punches, high volume punches, they going at it. Now, I don't see a lot of, probably a lot of people looking for knockouts and things of that nature. I understand. Maybe the 2-minute rounds has very, it has tampered with them with the low ratings of knockouts. Mr. High low. Medicine for boxing disease. Ya tú sabes, mi hermano. Yes, I got the medicine, baby. I got the medicine. Go get your prescription. I disagree. Clarissa Shield is must-see TV. Yeah. Tell him, Steven. Day Bravo. What's good? I'm doing good, brother. I saw that a lot of women leaving boxing for MMA. Yeah, you know why a lot of people, why, Jonathan? Because we're not doing our due diligence, man, including myself. We're not doing it with consistently looking out for the sport of boxing for them. You feel me? We're not doing it for them. We gotta be there. It's a gentleman's sport. Of course, man, we're like 90%. So we gotta be the ones to support our ladies. We gotta be the ones that support and promote these ladies, because there's a lot of great boxers out there, bro. There's a lot of great boxers, and it's actually exciting if you really take the time. If you really take the time. Canelo Alvarez is going to be fighting next week versus Yildirim. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. He was the number 1 amateur in the USA. He turned pro. He's going to be fighting in the Canelo undercard. Keyshawn Davis making his pro debut. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis, my brother. He came to the Punch Drunk Boxing channel. We did an interview, showing us love, and that's the way it is, man. We got to show these fighters love, from the amateurs to professionals to the veterans also. A lot of veterans on the shelf too. A lot of veterans on the shelf that they haven't retired. They're still trying to get that gig, trying to get that fight. Shout out to those, man. Shout out to the Luis Colazo of the world, the Ghost Guerreros. Shout out to the Kid Chocolates. Punch, what you think about Lomachenko versus Nakatani? I think it's going to be hard for Lomachenko, bro. I mean, also, Nakatani did have, he had a fracture over the bone after the fight. So, Felix Verdejo did fracture his orbital bone. So, we got to see how Nakatani's going to come back after that, though. Most women in MMA are not very good. What you think is going to happen with Marinas with that loss? I don't know. To be honest, like I said, bro, when it comes to Dominican fighters, man, they don't show up when the lights is on. They be choking, bro. Dominican fighters be choking, man. Y yo soy dominicano también, pero we be choking. We be choking, bro. When the lights is on, when you need to show out. When people are paying attention for you to show, not winning on an upset, winning as an underdog, can't keep his hands up to save his life. Damn, but he was boxing alright though. Pero ya tú sabes, Richard, call me, I say. Yes, Punch Drunk. I told you I was going to do that. I told you I was going to beat him. Richard, call me. Damn, I have faith in Marinas. I know they don't show up when the lights are on off either. Nah, Shadow. Jason Rosario showed up. But then when the lights was on, everybody thought that he was gonna lose to J Rod, but when the lights on, damn, he got, I don't know, man. Felix Diaz, the way he lost, he retired after the Bud Crawford fight. Marines, Diablo, esta gente, man. Well, shout out to Michel Rivera. I hope, you know, he breaks the curse. I hope Michel Rivera breaks the curse. What y'all think about Michel Rivera versus Devin Haney? That's a good fight right there. Michel Rivera. Yo, shout out to Michel Rivera, man. Also, shout out to Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee, good looking now on the shirt, my brother. Salute. What position? So, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Salute. Yeah, so I heard he fighting. So, look, there's a lot of mixed stories going on about, let's say, with the Wilder and the arbitration and the mediation, the delegation and the manipulation, whatever, all that stuff, man. I don't know nothing. We don't know nothing about that. All these mixed stories, inconsistent stories. All I worry about right now, man, I'm a boxing fan first. All I worry about is watching one of the most important fight come through fruition. The most important fight, and that's Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Anybody want anything other than that, I don't believe you got real boxing fans. If you don't want that, I question I think I should take your boxing card away. Should I? Nah. I don't want to hear no. But I don't know. But Usyk should get the mandatory. Oh shit, Wilder should get the trilogy. Nah, This is the fight to make. That's it. Undisputed. I don't want to hear it. Undisputed. I don't want to hear it. If you're not on that type of time, then to be honest, you're not a boxing fan. You're not a boxing fan. You just in love with one fighter. Nakatani versus Comey is a better fight on TV. That's a good fight too. Comey with laid. That's a good fight. Any fight with the Haiti in the top 10 is a good fight. Zayas, I don't know if he's ready yet, but he'll get up there. I hope Joshua wins. So yeah, and earlier I was just not reading, but somebody forwarded me like, yo, this person mentioned my name. Again. I think this person, yo, right? Yo, Fagnon, man, keep my name out your mouth, Fagnon. Just keep my name out your mouth, bro. $40. Keep my name out your mouth, bro. You know, yo, bro. Yo le dije a ese tipo, puntate quieto, mi hermano. Hey, my friend. Yo, you're going mentally ill right now, bro. You want me to call Bellevue for you? Do you want me to call Bellevue Hospital to come and get you? Huh? I got you turning psycho, bro. I got you turning mentally ill, man. You called a damn heart attack while me going at you, my brother. How about you just shut the fuck up? How about that? How about that, Fagnon? How about that? How about you shut the fuck up? Huh? Este tipo no aprende. Now he's in a gang. Now he throwing gang signs. Yo, I got this dude going crazy. I got this dude going to 2 weeks. I haters. I got him on timeout. I got this dude on timeout for 2 weeks. He's like, man, I can't fuck with this guy. Punch, man. Punch. It's the Latinos coming after me. It's the Latinos. But I am Latino because I got aunts. There's Latino. I didn't. Yo, my man, you can't fuck with me, bro. Yo, Bush had to be good. Yo. Good Good looking out. Good looking out. Hello. Good looking out. Hello. Yo, Raw TV, ese maldito palomazo, coño. Ese maldito palomazo tiene un problema. Huh? And that dude, yeah, he wear diapers. I kidnap his his nurse. That dude got a shitty ass right now. Yo, man. Yo, I got you going psycho, bro. I put your ass in vac. Hey, yo, I got you going psycho, bro. Huh? How about you? Just don't tune into this little channel. Don't tune into this little channel. Este tigre, yo, este tigre. Just because I called you out on your racist self, don't get mad. Because you know that you racist, Because you racist towards Latinos, And you get mad and you got called out. And now you think the Latinos is coming after you or something like that. You get Latino nightmares and shit like that. The Latino Freddy Krueger. Oh, yeah. Yo, when I said I was going to push him down the stairs, ignorant boxer. When I said I was going to push Monty through the stairs. Why you do like creating division between blacks? Nah, I ain't creating division, bro. I'm not creating division. I'm the leader of peace. I don't create no division or nothing like that. How about you go to them channels or why they create division with their content? Not me, bro. I don't create no division. I don't create. I create harmony. We could all sing "Lean on Me." Song, and I'm gonna need somebody. I mean, it's all about together, man. We shall overcome. I'm all about peace, my brother. I'm all about peace. I'm all about unity. Don't come with that. If you ain't going to them channels saying that same shit, you can't say that to Punch. You can't say that to Punch. You can't say that to Punch. I mean, I was just, riding along and, editing videos, and then I get a message. And Fagnon message. Fagnon message me. And then he goes live, and they say, yo, Punch, this guy just mentioned your name. I said, damn, this guy really got serious issues. This guy got serious issues. Shadow Ghost, yo, dude said he took time off to clear his head as he had stressful as a job or something. You got him on the ropes, Punch. He said he got to clear his head. Then he comes back and mentions my name, and then he comes and messages me. Damn, I got this dude going crazy right now, bro. When you see him go crazy, now you know where it's coming from. Everybody was like, yo, where's this dude? Yo, where's this dude? I told you, man, I got that dude panicking right now, bro. He's having panic attacks. I got you having seizures, motherfucker. I got you having seizures. I got you having fucking heart attacks, bro. You better go to the damn pharmacy and get your refills. Keep that shit on deck. Because fucking with me, bro, you gonna retire. You ain't gonna take no 2 weeks off. You gonna retire, bitch. You gonna retire, bitch. Out of here, bro. Man, keep my name out your mouth, bitch. And what you gonna say? You want to debate? Nah, there ain't no damn debate. We could shoot a 5. I'll send a plane tickets. You could come out here, bro. We shoot the 5, motherfucker. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. You racist bitch. Sorry, damn it, it's a Christian show. Sorry, people. Sorry. God. Sorry por la palabra, por la más palabra. Ya no quiero decir dicho, ya. Me voy a portar bien, ya. Por este tigre, tú sabes que este tigre de Fagnon, tú sabes que este tigre tiene problemas. Yo, I got that dude sniffing coke. I got that dude going crazy. I got that dude on a straight jacket. Everything, bro. You ain't the same. Yo, and if you wanna chop it up, bro, you could come to this channel. Let's chop it up. Huh? Let's chop it up. Huh?
$40, $40, $40.
Let's chop it up. Ahora vi que tiene una barba, Huh? Mrs. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head, now he got a beard now. Well, now you think you look manly now? You still a bitch. Yo, he did. He let his beard grow. Well, now you think you look manly, maldito palomo. You still look like a bitch, bro, Mrs. Potato Head. My name out your mouth. I know you looking too. Enjoy the show. Hey, smash the like button on your way in and smash the like button on your way out. Okay. D Hodge is in the building. What's good? Chilling, my brother. What's good, D Hodge? Suave. Hey, yo, punch. that baby video. Quali. Which one? Which one? Black and Brown Boxing in the building. Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Subscribe. Shadow Ghost gonna be having his new channel. Shadow Ghost. Subscribe to Shadow Ghost when he dropped that down. Jose Yepes, dímelo, mi hermano. Again, man, subscribe to Raw Boxing TV immediately. Let's go. I am a nice guy, you feel me? All I want to do is report the news. All I want to do is talk about boxing and report the news. You know? It's all about that. You know? I ain't saying nothing. You know, I'm just doing my little videos here and there, you know. I'm just trying to be another instrument of the sport of boxing, man. Just uplift the sport. That's all I'm trying to do. You know? That's all I'm trying to do. He said, he said, yo, this motherfucker is so, he said, I'm taking Gary Russell Jr.'s food. Oh, Lord. That's how and then he went from Canelo and he says, oh, you disrespecting and you're taking food out of my mother. You taking food out of my mommy. Because what I get from here, I give it to my mommy. But you're disrupting that. You're bad, Punch. You're fucking up, man. Why you gotta come after me? And Gary Russell, he got 12 kids, and his kids got 12 kids. And yo, this guy is going berserk, bro. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't even think that the people in your damn panel know what the fuck, not in your panel, but in the chat know what the fuck you talking about. You going berserk. Punch Run got you going berserk, bro. Take another 2 weeks off, my brother. How about you do that? How about you take another 2 weeks off? Because if you keep mentioning my name, you know you're gonna retire. I'm gonna make your ass retire. Fagnon. Stop it. Alright? Well, I was just talking boxing. You ain't had to message me, man. No lo haga. I don't know where he is, bro. I don't know where he is. All I'm saying, man, we having, hey. What he said. Let me tell you what he said. Let's have some fun here, bro. Let's have some fun. Hold on. So this is what he says. This is what Fagnon says. He goes, your views look a little low. Maybe you should put my name in the title to get your weight up. I said, no need. Didn't I put you on timeout for a couple of weeks? I'm a one-man army. You need help. Recycle content. Step your content up. Hey, it's a great Hispanic fight this weekend. How about you cover that? Oh, my fault. Not your kind of stuff. You know, because he's a little racist and stuff like that. So he's not going to cover these Latino fighters. He's not going to cover one of the best fights of one of the best fights of the year. They haven't even talked about that. They don't talk about that. You know why they don't talk about that? Porque they racist. They are racistas. They don't care about Latino fighters. But then when you question about Latinos, then they be like, oh, but Latinos is just black people that speak Spanish. All right, so why you don't cover the black people that speak Spanish? Huh? No. In the end of the day. Anyway, let's move on. So this Fagnon goes along and says, like I said, your channel sucks. Get your weight up, little man. See, when you get to 50 G's, oh, and army is no less than 30K. You are GDI. I don't know what that means. Sorry. I responded, my little channel got all you 50-year-old, 50K sub channels attention. Again, you caught a heart attack. Fucking with me, buddy. I'll put you on timeout. Mental breakdowns. But if you want more of this pela, okay, this is easy work. Get your prescriptions on deck. Because you're going to need a lot of prescription fucking with me. I don't know if you buddies with him and want to cut into this thing. Porque yo le doy su fuetazo. Una pela que le voy a dar. Y mira, coño, entrate en el baño ahora mismo y sale de ahí, coño, que te voy a dar una pela a ti. Remember back in the days, mira, entrate en el baño ahora, sale de ahora mismo, coño. ¿Qué yo te dije, coño? Dije. ¿Qué yo te dije a ti? Cállese la boca, coño. Maldito loquito. Yo, bro, we ain't gonna debate, man. We shooting the 5, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And yo, stop mentioning other people to be to come into your business for, to come into your defense. It's about you and me, all right? Don't mention nobody else. Don't get nobody else in trouble. It's about you and me. You and I and you. Tú y yo. Oíste, mi hermano. All right, my friend. I don't want to hear nobody be like, oh, yo, but he's 50. Mira, man. What you trying to say? 50-year-olds can't fight now? 50-year-olds people can't fight? I know a lot of strong 50-year-old peoples, man. 50-year-old that still like they 25. It's not my fault this dude know how to want to talk shit and can't keep himself in shape. You got to stay prepared. My brother, you got to be prepared. When you talk shit to somebody, you got to be prepared to throw them hands, bro. You got to be prepared to throw them hands, bro. You got to be prepared. This ain't no debate around here. This is shooting the 5. I'm old school like that. I got that 50-year-old type of old school type of feeling, How about that? Ain't no debate. I'll give you a plane ticket to come to New York and let's shoot the 5, bitch. Or keep your mouth shut. He gonna start rocking hats and shit. Rocking a beard like you still feminine. You still a feminine motherfucker. You still feminine, bitch. Alright? I do this, and I give half, and I give most to my mom. This one, he just exposed himself too, saying that. So you are doing this for money? I know y'all doing this for money. See, I do it for boxing. And if I do get donations, it's but it's still for boxing. It's putting it more in for boxing, for the content, to uplift the sport of boxing, my brother. Who the hell says, I don't care if I interview? I didn't want to interview. Why you don't want to talk to people in the sport of boxing? Because you don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. You only care about pushing a narrative. And now, when you got somebody like Punch Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón of the YTBC, challenge your stupid narrative. Y'all turning psycho now. Y'all turning psycho. So yeah, I am a little channel. But you paying attention to this little channel though. Fagnon. You paying attention to this little channel. I got your attention. Matter of fact, I got more than your attention, bro. I got your health in my hands, bro. I got more than your attention. I got your health in my hands. So stop fucking with me. Stop mentioning my name, or I'm going to have you retire in about 2 weeks. Ain't going to be no 2 weeks. But in about 2 weeks, you might retire. We're going to keep this going back and forth. So if I were you, I stick to your stupid ass, whack ass, recycled content. All right? What you going to talk about tomorrow? Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. What you going to talk about tomorrow? Tyson Fury. What you going to talk about? MTK Global. What you going to talk about? Y'all all trash, bro. All y'all trash. All y'all do is talk about the same old shit. And y'all don't even got new fans. Y'all just recycle fans to each other. Not recycle, but your fans is the other dude's fans. That's why y'all can't go at the same time. That's why y'all on schedule. Y'all on schedule. 40. This is them when they listen to me talking. They be like, the fucking punch drunk. Hated it. What you think about punch drunk? Who did? Hated it. Oh, look. Yo, I got this dude going berserk. I got this dude already gonna catch a case, man, a mental case. He was like this, yo. Whoa. Spitting on his, he was spitting in his camera. Yo, stop fucking with me, bro. Stop it, man. Stop. It's either you or probably your kid's gonna tell you, Dad, stop fucking with him, Dad. Dad, man, stop, man. Just pay attention to your lane, man. That punch drunk boxing guy, he's kind of, you know what I'm saying? He does got good wordplay. You can't fuck with him, Dad. You can't fuck. Just leave that guy alone. Just leave that guy alone. The Latino kids in Chicago gonna come and get me. Get that. Leave that man alone. Oh, Lord. Diablo, man. Back to boxing, y'all. So a lot of great things in the sport of boxing, y'all. Again, bro, we got this fight, man. We need to get this fight done, sealed, and delivered. Nobody should get in the way of this. Nobody should get in the way of this. Whoever tried to get in the way of this is a cancer, bro. The kids from Chicago gonna get me. Kids from Chicago gonna get me. See that shit what you said one time? Say it again to the Latino people out there in Chicago. The Latino just a bunch of what? Black people that speak Spanish. There's no such thing as Latino. You really want to say that? I dare you. I dare you. I dare you say you ain't no such thing as Latino. I'll show you Latino. Let me get an address. I'll show you what a Latino look like. Come to New York. I'll show you what Latinos look like. Huh? Fagnon. You want to see a Latino what it look like? Ven pa Nueva York. Si te quieres divertir con el canto y con primón. Solo quieres que vivir. Un verano en Nueva York, pero vamos a decirlo un invierno en Nueva York. Ven para acá que yo te enseño que lo con latino. A ver si tú no sabes lo con latino. You say Latino don't exist, right? Come to New York, I show you. I show you. I show you. Remember the Last Dragon? Where's the master? I show you. I will show you how we look like. I will show you. Oh, man. Chris Copeland versus Shakur Stevenson. That's a good fight right there. And I don't think they're going to make it happen, though, bro. That's a good fight, though. Transcend the Sports channel in the building. And subscribe to Transcend the Sports. Dímelo, mi hermano. Was good. Transcend the Sports. Transcend the Sports. Subscribe. Philippines in the building. You saw Manny Pacquiao working out. Manny Pacquiao's getting prepared and ready. We don't know for who, for what, for how much money he want, but the legend, 8th Division World Champion, 5 lineal getting ready. The best karaoke singer of them all, Manny Pacquiao, Senator Manny Pacquiao. Woo! Looking fast still on shadow boxing. Yeah, he know. I seen punches. Don't go over there in New York, Dad. Daddy, don't go over there. Don't try to prove nothing to him. Don't try to do nothing. Daddy just talk fucking boxing. Daddy just talk something good about Latinos before they come get us. Daddy, I know this Oscar Valdez and this guy named Miguel Burchett. Just talk about them tomorrow. Please, Dad. Just talk about them. I'm going to have him shook. How much you want to bet he's going to be talking about that fight? You better talk about that fight, all right? Punk your ass. Hey, yo, you better talk about Miguel Burchett, all right? And Oscar Valdez tomorrow, all right? He said, Pacha disagree. Yo, el tipo va a buscar un brujo. Yo, you better. I'm a Debo your ass, nigga. Yo, you better fucking talk about Miguel Burchett. Huh? And Oscar Valdez. This week, motherfucker. El adoro sazón, high low. Gracias, mi hermano. Oh, yo, I didn't even read my brother. Yo, good looking out. Era, señor. Okay. Te lo voy a mandar ahora, mi hermano. Te lo voy a mandar. Vamos a hablar un poquito ahí. Ayúdame aquí. Espera, mi hermano. Va a decirme sí, porque tú vas a ir live. Pero te lo voy a mandar ahora. Te lo mandé, mi hermano, ahí. What you think for Pac asking for 40 million and for Crawford for 10 million? What you think, brother Punch? I think, man, you got if everybody asking for Pacquiao, he's gonna get his money. He's gonna get his money. A lot of people has made a lot of money off of him with blood, sweat, and tears. He knows there's money out there. This is what it is. There's always money out there. When the boxers are privy to know what's in the pot, that's when they all become smart. Because in all nationality, and all reality is that networks have relationship with the promoters. So the fighters have the relationship with the promoters. The networks, the promoters. Then the promoters and the fighters. The fighters don't know nothing about what the network has given the promoters. So that's how they, give. Oh. That's how. Espera, señor. Te lo mando ahora. So a lot of the wives back. I got to shoot. Stay safe. All right, Junior, man. Good looking out for that. I appreciate you, my brother. Punch. I'm mad at you, D and Kurt. Y'all all got streams at the same time. I gotta jump back and forth. Sorry, mi hermano, sorry. But, hey, Joshua, hey, you know what I'm saying? Whoever got the better stream, I guess. Whoever, man. But it's just like watching cable TV. It's like watching TNT and TVS. And whoever got the best show, you feel me, Joshua? Whoever got the best show, you tune in. Whoever's entertaining you, hope everybody out there doing well. We all got a job to do. I mean, I usually don't go this early, but hey, we're just having fun, man. I feel like talking boxing right now. Mira, muchacho, vamos a ver, tú no estás cogiendo un nap. That's my son. Adobo es season, sí. Espera, mira. I think you got two devices. Mira, yo había comprado otro micrófono, mentira de usted el otro día. I'm gonna put you on right here.
I really thought it was you, man.
Man, mira, había comprado un micrófono. Mira, va a gastar casi $200.
Hey, man. Nah, I mean, but I was sounding good, and every time you spoke, all that static was coming out. So I thought, I thought it was you.
Arregla esa vaina, mi hermano. Arregla esa vaina.
It's fixed, homie. It's fixed.
Yo, what's good, Raw Boxing TV? What's good, Ranger, man? How's everything, man?
Everything is good, thanks to God Almighty, man. But I had to come talk to you, man, because I'm against bullying, and I hear you keep taking all these fighters' foods, man, and I'm not down with that, man.
Yo, man.
You're taking Gary Russell Jr.'s food. You're taking his daddy's food, his brothers,
his 12 kids.
His 12 kids. You're taking Fagnum's mom's food. That ain't cool.
That shit ain't cool. Yo, I'm taking her food too.
Yeah, brother.
And look. I don't want to bring nobody's mom. I'm not Bush League like that.
No,
but
for real.
But he brought it up.
He the one that brought it.
He brought it up, right? I just want to make this thing clear. I'm not talking about Fagnon's mom. He brought it up. He said, I'm taking her food.
He brought it up.
Right or wrong, Raw Boxing TV?
No, you 100%. Matter of fact, man, you should have just even play the audio so they could hear it, really, because it's comical. The thing is, these people acting so tough with their content. These people acting like when you hear them speak, if you're one of those that just decides to swim in one side of the pond, when you hear them speak, you're like, damn, this dude tough as hell. But when you even take a jab, a counter jab back at him, they even got to take 2 weeks off to get their head cleared. You know what I mean? Go ahead, play it.
And I'm money, and I'm paying this money to my family. I take my money and I give a portion of my money to my mother. So when you shitting on my name, Punch Drunk, because you must be Punch Drunk. Dumb Drunk Boxing, you shit on my family. You trying to take away from my mother.
Hey.
That ain't cool, bro. Stop messing with the dude's mom's food, brother.
I'm sorry que tu mamá no está comiendo. I'm sorry si tu mamá no está comiendo. I'm sorry.
Yo, in all seriousness,
I got that dude going psycho already, bro.
Yeah,
I got that dude
but in all seriousness, though, these are the signs that you're doing something right. Period. No. There ain't no problem. These are the signs that you're doing something right, because your channel is so little and so insignificant that they have to take time out of their big channel to talk about you. So these are the signs that you are absolutely doing something right. And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, all we're doing is talking boxing. Think about it. In your channel, in my channel, in D's channel, in G fucking channel, we talk about black fighters, Chinese fighters, if there's one, Japanese fighters, Latino fighters, European fighters, Mexican. It doesn't really matter. We talk about fighters. In their channel, you get 99 videos about their fighters, and then one video where they might dedicate 5 minutes to talk about our fighters. And out of those 5 minutes, maybe 1 minute is giving them glory, and then the next 4 is putting the reputation on, So
exactly.
These are the signs, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm just trying to be another instrument,
You're just trying to feed your family.
I'm just trying to, I try to feed the world of boxing with content. See, instead of that, you see what's the difference? You see the difference? I'm trying to feed the world of boxing. When I'm interviewing a boxer, or shout out to Anthony Breland that was here on the chat. When I'm interviewing Anthony, when I'm interviewing Amanda Serrano, shout out to Amanda Serrano, when I'm interviewing Boots Ennis, Brandon Lee, Teofimo, Bill Haney, and Kid Chocolate and Victor Ortiz. When I'm interviewing them, I'm feeding the world of boxing. I'm feeding also other channels so they could, listen to that interview, and then they make their own video and make their own content. See, my job is feeding the world of boxing. My job is feeding other content creators. See, he's dwelling on feeding his family. He wants to feed his mother with narratives, knowing that, they got their own, they got their loyal delusional fan base that believes the crap that they put out there, and the race baiting and the racism that go out there. But there's people like that. So those are the people that actually sign up for those channels. So he's trying to feed his mama. He's trying to feed his mama but we out here, we already feeding our family with whatever probably money we got, jobs we have. We're trying to feed the world of boxing. That's what we do. See, he's on a different type of time.
When I came back to the YTBC, one of the channels had me in their live, and they know what they do for a living. And what I do for a living, I mean. And he said, the advantages of having you back is that you don't need the YTBC to make the money. So people in the YTBC, they actually need it to make the money. need channels like this. They don't care about the YouTube money, even though they do welcome it. I mean, I would welcome whatever amount of money YouTube throws at me. You know what I mean? I'll be stupid not to. But it's not what's driving my content. I'm not after like, let me see what kind of thumbnail and what kind of title and what kind of narrative can I come up with just to keep people coming back. So I need those likes. You know what I mean? And this is when you see the difference between what they doing with what we're doing. So, and again, we're so little, but all of a sudden you're in their mouth. You're getting death threats. You know, it's the telltale signs that what's happening. It's at the end of the day, we don't even exist, right? Because we're not even Latino. There's no such thing as Latino.
There's no. So how can we have a problem? That
beings are creating this terror in his head. That's what's going on right now.
Exactly. There's no such thing as Latino. So I'm supposed to be Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Facts.
I'm supposed to be a ghost. You shouldn't even know who's punch drunk boxing. You shouldn't even know.
Yep. Oh, Hawker Mustang, man. I'm blocking you pretty soon, man. You've been on timeout for about 6 years now. I'll be unblocking you today, as a matter of fact. I already learned how to do it, so I'll be unblocking you later. But listen, man, I just wanted to ask you, brother, what's up with our Caribeños, bro? I really thought that Mariñez was gonna put up a better fight. Now I was picking Comey to win.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but I thought the fight was gonna be a little more competitive.
I thought it was competitive.
Yeah,
I thought it was competitive.
Yeah, but I just thought it wasn't going to be. He really, when you look at both of the punches that dropped him, it was really negligence, defensive negligence.
Yeah.
You know, aside from the pressure he was being put on from the beginning, because Comey went after him.
I think, remember, he complained with the low blow. He complained with and we talking about the Rich Comey and the Mariñez fight. Good looking out on Rival Boxing Talk. Good looking out, my brother. Subscribe to Unravel Boxing Talk, everybody. Yeah, I think what was that he felt he got low blow, right? And he complained he complained to the ref like for a good 3 seconds, and then after that, that's when he was like, all right, the referee ain't gonna step in. But then that's when he wasn't defending himself or nothing like that. So you think he got frustrated and just? I mean, he still got to defend himself. That's it. The referee's not calling it. Yeah. But I think right there is no excuse, but I think that was the momentum and where he became defenseless. Yeah. You know the Dominican fighter I missed the most, and I never understood whatever happened to this brother, why his Felix
career
Diaz?
No. Guzman.
Oh, okay.
You remember Guzman?
I didn't see a lot of fights of Guzman, but I remember Guzman.
Talk about a talent, bro. You need to go back and feed yourself. To me, Guzman in the last 15 years, that's the representative of Dominican boxing.
Yeah, but that's it.
I know. But look, think about it. Your island is focused more in baseball than it is in boxing. So look at Cuba, for example. Go ahead.
But they got a good tournament in DR. So they got a good amateur. They got a good.
And they also got El Torneo del Caribe, the Caribbean tournament, where they go with Puerto Rico, they go with Cuba, they go with Jamaica. So they get the mix. They got Playa Girón, all those legit tournaments. But I just don't. I think their focus is more towards. I feel like baseball is pushed more in Dominican Republic than it is, than boxing is. That's just because y'all put out some hella baseball players.
Yeah, y el Perico también. Yo, G Funky Boxing in the building. G Funky. Subscribe to G Funky Boxing, everybody. Punch, you gotta look up. I got to. I gotta look more. I know about Guzman, but I just really never went back to really watch.
Wow, you really gotta feed your eyes with the dude's talent. But activities outside the ring. And this is why I was getting some criticism when I went after Jojo Diaz in my live stream this past weekend. People don't realize I'm not criticizing the fighter because it's not because I like him or I don't like him. It's because when you see somebody with potential and you see them, let's talk about Jojo real quick. Jojo Diaz has had a DUI, has had massive issues with management, and now weight issues, all within a 10-month period. all while being champion of the world. And then you got to stop and think, are you even valuing what's going on in your career? That you're a present champion of the world?
And
are you taking the steps necessary to remain champion of the world?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that with Guzman, activities outside the ring, my dude.
And then you heard what JoJo said after the fight, when he's like, I don't care, you know, it's my health and stuff like that. Like we understand it's your health, but also we understand you're a professional boxer as well. You signed up for it. You know what the rules are. You a champion. You know, like okay, I understand. But you still a professional. I mean, like, and this is what I'm saying. Whether it's big excuses or the smallest excuses, yo, it's abnormal for a fighter not to have an excuse. That's why even when people go overboard with the Deontay Wilder excuse, every fighter have excuse, whether it's big or small. It's really, really weird to hear somebody says, you're the bigger man. It's really weird for another fighter to hold his opponent that beat him and raise his hand and just be gracious, and it's very that's the rare.
Yeah, that's why I gave credit to Anthony Joshua when he got TKO'd by Ruiz, because he made no excuses. He went to the ring and he said, "Look, no excuses. It's just the better man tonight. I got caught. I could not recuperate. He's the better man tonight." So I that's the kind of attitude I want to see after. That's the kind of attitude that tells me you're really a man. Mm-hmm. You're really gonna study what you did wrong, and you're gonna come back with vengeance in your heart. That's what I want to see.
And the best thing about it is when people was trying to come up with a bunch of a narrative and excuses for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua actually stopped the narrative, stopped the excuses. No. He was the better man.
That's it. He didn't came out with no Hollywood prescriptive video with some background music talking about, you know, the Bible or nothing like that. He simply stopped. He did not subscribe to the excuses being pushed out by his fans. That's what you got. That's what I said. When you're an influential person and you see your name is being used to push certain narrative, you best step in front of a camera and send a message to the real world. Listen, dude beat me. There's no excuse. I don't want to hear nothing with my name, because that's what's going to keep your respect. That's what's going to elevate your image, your credibility. And that's just, at the end of the day, man, look, going back to Jojo Diaz, what he said, oh, I don't care. I am not here to please nobody. You know, it's all about my health. I wasn't going to die trying to make weight. Look, he had plenty of times to make weight. Mm-hmm. Okay? Plenty of time. Remember, this fight was almost not going to happen because of the COVID. And
he blamed COVID too. Like everybody's not dealing with the same stuff.
He
said that all he had was like a treadmill in his room or something like that. Come on, man.
Bro, but look at Joe Smith. Joe Smith came in shape, and they got canceled on him. I was going to get your thoughts on that. I mean, am I alone on this one? Because I didn't see nobody agreeing or disagreeing with me on my live streams. Aren't promoters responsible to have somebody as a backup plan? Look at Joe Smith. He made weight. He came in shape. He had family on a plane, my dude. Family on an airplane on their way to see his fight. Mm-hmm. And they tell him when he arrives, they couldn't even send him an email, a text, nothing.
But that's what's bad. That you telling me that it happened on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
2 days before a fight. 2 days.
And they couldn't find nobody. But they didn't have anybody ready either.
But también is like, come on, like 2 days you test. I think he should get some money out of that.
They should. In the same way that the fighters get penalized 10% of their purse when they don't make weight. Yeah. I think fighters should get at least minimum 20% of whatever their purse was going to be for situations like this.
Yeah, because he did whatever he had to do to stay healthy, and the people around him to stay healthy. He went through the precautions. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That's the crazy thing about boxing, and this is why the next time Joe Smith fights, he's gonna be thinking about the money. Like, forget about the belt. Nah, I gotta get my money, bro. I went to training camp.
Yeah.
People gotta remember also that you get paid after the fight. You don't get paid before. So when these guys are paying their sparring partners, they're paying their sparring partners out of pocket. Bang, 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 bang. And then they get paid right after the fight. So now they just spend money on nutrition. They probably hire a chef. They probably hire a bunch of stuff.
At least
now,
for a Joe Smith camp, a fighter of his caliber,
of that caliber.
About a $20,000 training camp,
Yeah.
easily. And that's counting not only nutrition, that's probably counting also what he's paying out for sparring partners. Because I know he's not bringing no elite sparring partners. He's kind of matching his opponent's skills, and so those don't cost that much. But
yeah,
but if you bring like elite sparring partners, my dude, some sparring partners. I'll give you an example. There's a Cuban fighter. I don't know if you remember him. His name was Richard Abril. He got robbed versus Randall Rios, right? After that, nobody ever saw him again. But the reason they never saw him again is because he got frustrated with the sport. And he's making more money now as a sparring partner than he is as a fighter. Because it's like the quality that he had. And he bought a farm in Cuba. He goes back and forth to Cuba. When he comes in, he only comes in because he's got a training camp schedule to help some other fighters out.
It's like David Tua. David Tua to Evander Holyfield. He got more money being a sparring partner to Holyfield than he got really fighting.
That's true. That's true. So I was highly critical. And I also, am I the only one on this? Feel free to disagree. Of course, that's what we're here for. Am I the only one that thought Rakhimov? I had Rakhimov 7 rounds to 5. That's me.
Oh, I had it a draw.
I had it 7 rounds to 5.
I had it a draw. I got it right here. What's my book? Hold on. I got it a draw.
No, I believe you. I had it 7 rounds to 5. I know Joe came back. I know JoJo came strong in the
last round,
right? But there was some middle rounds there that went towards him that shouldn't have. But
yeah, I gave it a draw, man.
It is what
I was right on the money. I mean, like, I know how to score bouts, son. I know how to score bouts. Good looking out. D-Style boxing in the building. D-Style, subscribe to D-Style inmediatamente. Hispanic causing panic. You know, D-Style, I got somebody, yo, he's panicking right now, bro.
Yo, D-Style better get his face ready for a pie, dog. Me and him got a bet.
What's the bet?
With that Nakatani versus
Lomachenko?
I keep trying to tell him
Nakatani, right?
That Nakatani is a bad fight for Lomachenko coming out of surgery. That I think Nakatani is gonna come in.
But both of them coming out of surgeries.
Huh?
Both of them coming out of surgery.
But look at the difference though. One's coming out of surgery in the face. The other one's coming out of surgery on a shoulder where the hand, the jab, the one hand he uses to do everything with.
Yeah.
So when I'm telling you this right now, when you get a surgery on your shoulder of that magnitude, you might be recuperated, but your extension is never the same. Your flexibility is never the same. So that's where I'm questioning, my man. And yeah, we know Lomachenko brings angles, but you can control angles with distance. You can suppress angle with distance.
He got a lot of range with Nakatani.
Yeah, and you can suppress actually angles by staying in the dude's on the phone booth, putting those arms around him. Don't let him go to the angles. Know what's coming. Dance with a dude. I think he's gonna beat Lomachenko, not because he's better than Lomachenko, but I just don't think coming off of a shoulder surgery that's not the right fight for Lomachenko. But all credits to Loma. All credits to Loma for.
I mean, if he takes that fight right after his loss, that's I don't know.
That's sending a message to 135 pounders that are tripping.
But Nakatani's there to be hit too.
He is, but that's what he likes.
Exactly.
He done it against Lopez. He was taking him to give him. He done it versus Verdejos. He was taking him to give him. Verdejos actually injured that eye really early in the fight too.
No, yeah.
He kept coming.
The samurai, man, the samurai warrior.
Top lip in the 3rd round. And he kept coming relentlessly. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe Lomachenko should come back and fight. Maybe let Felix Verdejo give one more crack at it.
Both of them are coming off of a defeat. Both of them are pretty well. Lomachenko is really good.
Felix Verdejo did look good the first 6 rounds. He looked better than ever. He looked better than ever the first 6 rounds.
He got stout. I mean, he didn't listen to Salas. Salas, when I had Salas over in the channel, he said, look, Salas told him, when I saw that he dropped him twice, I told him, go kill him. And when that round went by and I saw that like Nakatani wasn't going nowhere and he came back to the corner, I told him, now we box because he's not going nowhere. And he said the kid went out there and he kept pushing, wanting to knock him out. And he was landing. So I can see why Verdejo was like, man, my corner tripping. He telling me to box and I'm landing these bombs. But that's what happened, man.
But that's why you gotta trust your corner. I don't know. It is hard for a fighter because you a fighter sometimes you are smelling something that the trainer ain't looking at. You know what I'm saying? But should have just listened, man, or should have gone for the kill.
Yeah, for a fact. But man, I definitely think I'm actually glad that Nakatani's getting. If this fight does happen, then Nakatani's getting this light because. Nakatani and Linares are one of the most exciting fighters that not being mentioned by the top dogs right now in the division. Like, I never get why don't we have if I was Devin Haney, if I was Bill Haney, I would actually use a bit of common sense. Yeah, let's just say I think I can beat Lopez with ease. Let's just put it that way, right? But I would put some common sense. I'm like, okay, so shoot, we're coming back up 3 fights that are not in the same level as the last Teofimo Lopez fight. Maybe I should go after Linares, get him out of there. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I should go after Nakatani, Linares and Nakatani. And then if the fight with Lopez doesn't fight, then I go after Lomachenko. And then we can truly say Teofimo's is ducking us. Then we can say Teofimo's ducking us. But
okay, let's stay a little bit in the 135, right? Let's stay the new narrative. The Loma's ducking Haney to the fight like Nakatani, but last month Haney said he ain't fighting because Loma didn't give him a chance. Let's stay a little good. What's good, Mr. Cheese? What's good, my brother? I think we're in 135. Let's stay a little bit. I just dropped the video and I said that the 135 WBC title that Devin Haney got is watered down.
Yeah, it holds no water.
Unfortunately, this is not about. This is what I'm saying to the people. Push your feelings to a side. If you're a Devin Haney fan, if you're T.O., just push your feelings to the side. Let's speak unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. We know that the WBC, good looking out, high low, and I should diamond speak highly of Nakatani. Yes, he does. Tina Senior, Teofimo Lopez Senior, speak highly of him. I told everybody. Nakatani was going to do it. Why nobody want to fight Nakatani?
That's true. And I like and love to call me too this past weekend, man.
I told everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, but I was saying, we know that the WBC Mauricio Sudamon, a.k.a. Huggy Bear, a.k.a. Pimp, has the the WBC world title of Devin Haney. We all know that.
100. Yep.
Now there's gonna be people, but Teofimo Lopez got the franchise title. Okay, the title we can't control that franchise title, but we have to. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you may not like in the menu when you go to a restaurant. The restaurant is still a restaurant. The CEO is still the CEO. The manager is still the manager, right? And Mauricio Sudamon, the presidente of the WBC, have stated that the franchise in 135 is the supreme title. Thus far, he's calling Teofimo Lopez the undisputed. Regardless if you may like it or not, that's what the WBC have said. They have stated that, and the president doesn't make a decision without the board. So it's just not Mauricio Sudamon saying that. It's the board that has says it as well, that's voted on it. So Devin Haney has a title that you could see his contemporaries does not respect. Teofimo Lopez doesn't respect because he feels he's the undisputed. Javier Fortuna have said it that he's not a real champion. George Kambosos have stated he's not a real champion. Luke Campbell have stated he's not a real champion. Javante Tank Davis has stated he's not a real champion. Ryan Garcia stated that he don't give a damn about any belts. Nobody, he doesn't, the mandatories, like Ryan Garcia is not looking at him. Javante Tank Davis not looking at him. So right now, he's holding on a belt that is watered down and nobody really respects.
And he's paying for it.
He's paying sanctioning fees for it. I'm saying he's in a trap. But I also said, how can you give that position power? How can you give that belt that does not that's watered down at 135, how can you give it power? I said you could give it power by using that same precision and petition to be a mandatory to the WBC in the 140, or petition to fight at a final eliminated at 140, so you could get there quicker than Teofimo Lopez. So by the time Teofimo Lopez gets there, he has to come see you. What do you think about that?
I think that's the way to do it. I mean, think about it. If you're stuck in the middle of two walls with nowhere to go, but you do have the quote unquote status, right? You do have the quote unquote status of being a champion. The WBC has track records that as a champion, if you're holding one of them green belts, you can make those petitions. You can pull a certain moves that other fighters can't, even if they're mandatory, even if they're number one contenders or whatever be the case. When you have the strap, when you're paying commission sanctioning fees, you can petition a lot of things, and a lot of things may be given to you. So I don't know.
True.
So
mailman.
It's probably the wife. She was grocery shopping. Yeah, it's the wife. So, like for example, think about it. All of the good fighters at 135 right now, they tripping. They not fighting. Devin Haney is how old is Devin Haney now? Like 23, 22. By the time Floyd was 22, he was already way past Devin Haney's status. Look at Teofimo. Teofimo's only 16-0, right?
16-0, yeah. 23 years old.
23 years old, just 1 year older. A lot less professional fights than Devin Haney. He's already the lineal. He owns. He is the owner. He is the godfather of 135 pounds. And that's why people hate it, because
he is the Papi Shampoo.
Facts, because he's exercising his status. People hate it when he says, "What? Who are you talking about? This dude? Dude fights at 130. Oh, this dude, he's made a career in Mexico. Oh, this dude," because he's exercising what he has earned. I do agree with you. If Devin Haney doesn't see a future right now, if Bill and Devin doesn't see a future at 135 right now, use that belt status, going up to 140, and just use what you have to your advantage. And at the end of the day, I'm still waiting for that lawsuit to come to fruition.
Yeah.
That they never did, and they should have. They should have.
And this is what I'm saying. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Bill. Bill.
I'm of Bill. I'm simply stating my thoughts on his situation.
I always stated the way that he presses the likes that when let's say he could disagree with me or he disagree with other channels about it. I want to see that press at Mauricio Sulaiman when he says that this guy's undisputed. So when I don't see that energy, when I don't see that same energy, when I don't see you going interviews, when let's say in TBV, if Teofimo Lopez Sr. is in TBV or is in Punch Drunk Boxing, he'll come and show up. I want to see him show up when Mauricio Sulaiman is there. When he's saying that, oh, Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, and then Bill Haney shows up and say, "What you said, Mauricio Sulaiman? What?" So what are we paying for? So when I see that energy is not towards the WBC, I say, okay, then you know that you in this position because you have manufactured yourself to be in this position for the money. Don't make it seem like you're out there for legacy, or you're mad, or you feel disrespected, you don't like what these other channels are saying because you don't put that same effort on Mauricio Sulaiman. Because this Mauricio Sulaiman is the one that's making you look little. Don't be mad at the Teofimo Lopez of the world that they're saying that, oh, he's not giving us props. He's calling us an email champion. He's doing this. Don't be mad at Teofimo Lopez. Be mad at the WBC. Be mad at the people that you're paying money to as a world champion. You're not paying no money to Teofimo Lopez or Teofimo Lopez Sr. or Top Rank or anybody else. You're paying money as a champion to the WBC that doesn't consider you the supreme champion 135. Where is that energy at Mauricio Sulaiman? And if you don't put that energy on Mauricio Sulaiman, it's very, very hard to take you serious that you care about these other fights that you truly, truly want.
Facts. But
also, my brother Billy Bill, also my brother, here in Punch Drunk Boxing, you did say that you could get back, that you will get, that you could go back to the zone and get $4 million. right? You say you could go to the zone and get $4 million. You told Teofimo Lopez Sr., if I could go to the zone and get $4 million, will you take the fight? Now, the question is, did you go to the zone and ask for the $4 million? Did you? Did you have a contract or a term sheet, just like you had a term sheet with Gary Russell Jr.? Because there's the little channels out there that's saying that somebody is ducking. They going at Teofimo Lopez, he's ducking. But in reality, do you really want the fight? Because I know when the Haneys want to fight, they will send you that term sheet like bosses. Correct?
ASAP. And they go public with it too.
And they go public with it. Emails. Now, did you send? Because of course, the IBF gave before February 5th. That he was an order for the mandatory. We know that George Kambosos was a mandatory, but they ordered the mandatory right after February 5th. That's it. So before that, did you do anything you could do to negotiate? Did Eddie, have you ever heard Eddie Hearn says, you know what, I'm going to talk to Bob and I'm going to talk to him about the Teofimo Lopez fight? No. You know why? Because they really not wanting the Teofimo Lopez fight. You know when somebody wants a Teofimo Lopez fight. And you know when somebody wants a fight, you give them a contract or a term sheet. When we heard Keith Thurman and Bud Crawford, right? And what did Keith Thurman do? He sent, here's the term sheet. Here's a contract that we're looking to get signed. That's the real call out in boxing, ladies and gentlemen. It's not somebody saying, I want to fight you or you ducking me. I want to fight you. No, the real call out is when you send that term sheet, that contract to the representative of the opposing fighter and his representative. That's the real call out. So the question is, have the Haneys, DHP, have reconstructed a contract or a term sheet of that $4 million to Teofimo Lopez so he wouldn't even look at the George Kambosos, or he would tell the IBF, hey IBF, let's give me an extension. Let me negotiate for a unification bout with Devin Haney. It takes two. I don't want to hear that. Oh, did Teofimo Lopez do it? Did you do it? Did you do it?
Yep. But you said something very important, and I don't know if you caught it or not. Okay, so watch this. You said that they positioned themselves, or they put themselves in that position to make the money. Watch this. When Suleiman was being confronted with things with this same questions on another channel, I would mention the name because I know you don't care, but I truly don't remember the name of the channel.
Which one?
Suleiman was in there and he said,
Barbershop Conversation.
Yeah, correct. And he said, I don't know why Haney's complaining. He's making good money. So the very thing they were after, now Suleiman is using it to keep him in the position he's at. Why are you complaining? You came at me for money.
That was Boxing Social too. The Boxing Social interview on that same week.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I don't remember exactly which channel it was, but if you remember, that's give them the love.
I got my eye on all y'all. But that's our job because if Mauricio Suleiman is having an interview, I'm going to check you out.
Sure.
I don't know, but I'm going to check you out. But yes, he did say that. He said, Devin Haney is not mad. I'm putting millions of dollars in his pocket. He's making $1 million. It's almost like saying, like, shut up. Like, what y'all talking about? I'm making $1 million. He's gonna say, well, he's gonna do what we say, and don't worry about it. Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. All right, that's the way it goes.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have a strap, not only so we can put money in your pocket, so that you can put money in our pocket, and you're gonna stay in the same pond you've been stuck at, and you can't complain because we're doing exactly what you came at us for, which is to make money. We're giving you money. I don't want to hear none of this Teofimo Lopez not undisputed type of stuff. They sold their status. Literally, that's what they did.
That's what they did.
Now, Bill can get mad. I'm sorry, but me as an analyst, as somebody looking from the out, that's all I got. All I got is to see this evidence, put them together, and create the story. And that's the story I'm coming up with. That's it.
I'm sorry. This is just not the channel that creating a narrative. This is the channel, and channels like Raw Boxing TV, and channels like D-Style, channels like Black and Brown Boxing, and channels like G Funky, channels like that. And there's other channels like that the Rings IQs of the world. We are not gonna push these narratives. We're just gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it fair. And this is why I came up with this. Like, okay, we all know that you getting sunned. You getting sunned, all right? from the outside looking in, because we don't know if you happy on the business you're making with WBC, but you don't want to let out that you're there for the money. But it looks like from the outside in, they sunning y'all. They sunning y'all. The WBC is flat out sunning y'all publicly.
Yeah.
Public. Every interview that Mauricio Sudamon does, you are getting sun publicly, right? Okay. So you can flip it around. It's ask for the petition for the 140 to Jose Ramirez or the winner or Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, and then you position yourself as a mandatory. Or right now, instead of fighting in 135, I don't use the petition for final eliminator, or drop the belt because in the end of the day, nobody respects that belt while Teofimo Lopez is there. Just like nobody was respecting you while Lomachenko was there before he fought Teofimo Lopez. So in the end of the day, yeah, you're getting your money, you got sanctioning fees. In reality, do you really, really want that fight? Show us that you really want that fight. Show us. Send them. You should have sent them the contract. Now, it's too late. Now they're going on purse bid.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, they won't drop the belt, even though to me, that will be the statement to make. But you know why they won't drop the belt? Because they'll be dropping the bag as well. They be dropping partial parts of that bag. That's just it. And I mean, there's great. Look, I guarantee you, put it this way. I guarantee you, if Devin Haney told Suleiman or whoever it be, I want Linares next, I guarantee you they'll make it happen. They'll do whatever it takes to make it happen. Go after Linares. Samson and Bill came to an agreement, right? We all saw that, right? Mm-hmm. Make the Fortuna fight. Get all his names. Start racking up names, because right now the other thing they got going on against them is you're coming from a Gamboa and want to go all the way up to a Lopez. When Lopez went from Comey, Nakatani, Lomachenko, those steps. So people ain't stupid. The commission, the people are not stupid. They seen what Teofimo went through, and now they're seeing how you want to jump from a Gamboa that was ranked 35 or 31 at the time. Mm-hmm. All right, give him some love.
Hello. 8 months ago, dropped the belt, Mr. Funch. Yeah, I said that. I said it a long time ago. Matter of fact, even before that, as soon as he got the belt, as soon as they elevated Lomachenko, I did a video. The same day, dropped the belt. I said, throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage. First day. Yeah. Because I knew that what they was going to do. I knew it. They did it. They did a little bit to Charlo. They told Charlo, "Don't worry about it. We're gonna stay there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get your shot. You're gonna get your shot. You never got it." Johnny Vice Palace in the building was good. HLD in the building was good. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go, baby.
El Boricua.
Puerto Rican rum. Dímelo, palo viejo.
Puerto Rican rum. But yeah, man. I just, people are not stupid, and I think if Devin Haney, I truly believe if Devin Haney will go through at least two of those names, Linares and a Fortuna, regardless of the order, which one comes first, it doesn't matter. I think he would place him really and truly as the literal boogeyman, as he calls himself, or whatever the case might be.
Now, let's be fair. Now let's be fair. Haney's in position, top 5 lightweight, right? Mm-hmm. He's in position. Yet, it's also fair to say is you are a top 5 lightweight that never face a top 5 or top 10 lightweight. So how legitimate is the rank? And what I was talking about in the other live, when we was talking about rankings, the people was talking about the Super WBA or the franchise title. When the belts actually fog up, rank what's going on, what's really bad about rankings. Yes, he's number 4.
Yeah.
But who has he faced top 10 to even be in the ranking? That's like sometimes when we look at pound for pound lists, right? You check out the pound for pound list. How many pound fighters beat another pound for pound fighter?
Yeah. Not often. Not often.
Not often, right? Teofimo Lopez is up there to
Yeah.
me because he beat a pound for pound fighter and the accomplishment that
Yeah.
he got. Canelo is there also because he beat a pound for pound fighter that was once Triple G.
Yep. That's true. That's
But
true.
a lot of guys that's in the pound for pound list and they've earned to be in the pound for pound list, but they haven't fought pound for pound fighters. There's only 2 fighters that's actually fought pound for pound fighter.
Yep. Yep. I just think
And then when it comes to go ahead.
I just think they got to do something for his career. You know, the talking all out here in the social media platforms, that's all fun and dandy and giggly and stuff. But man, we got to put the work in because time doesn't stop. And yeah, he's still young, but would you rather him do little work while he's young or do all the work while he's young and then do the little work as he gets older to preserve his body? I mean, come on, we got to be real about this. If the big names ain't coming after you because your last opponent was ranked 35 or 31, I don't remember, then you got to go out there and get somebody credible. Linares, get you a Fortuna. Why not Richard Comey? Richard Comey's
It was available.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, those are the steps to make, man. Stop doing all these callings without the paperwork. That's one. And two, stop wanting to climb the mountain via a helicopter ride. You got to take the steps. You can't just jump in a helicopter and go to the top.
Look, and this is really real. And this is what it is, man. This is why me going after WBC sounds like we go after Devin Haney. She's only 22 years old. We shouldn't go. We shouldn't even expect at this. I mean, this is not the eras of. Teofimo Lopez did it, but we know nowadays the way people do business is not the era of Oscar De La Hoya being 23 years old and facing already Julio Cesar Chavez. Mm-hmm. Canelo Alvarez was 22, 23 when he faced Mayweather. But with Haney is.
It's a complicated.
If you take that strap away from him, he's just like Ortiz and Busquets. Nobody will put pressure on him. The only reason why he got pressure is because of that belt.
That's it.
The only reason you got pressure is, but if you take that, that's what I mean. Look at Shakur Stevenson. He won a strap, right? And then he vacated a strap to go to a different to go to a different division. But you don't hear people stressing Shakur Stevenson like, yo, Shakur Stevenson haven't fought nobody. Yo, he hasn't fought nobody. You know why? Because people understand that he's young. You understand that it's still a process. It's still with Devin Haney. But with Devin Haney, there's no process now. He gotta deliver, but there's no opponent there in which he could deliver. And now they're stressing it. But Teofimo Lopez, I set is on undisputed 140.
Yep.
He's killing time to face a Kambosos who is still a top 10 lightweight. So let's say he get Kambosos just to kill time at lightweight, right? But he won. You know what he wants? He wants to capture undisputed, having 8 belts. No, not 8 belts, 10 belts at one time.
I get the ambition, but that's not the way it works all the time. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, he got a chance. Because everybody's with top rank.
He does.
Imagine he goes to George Kambosos. Shout out to George Kambosos and his camp. Shout out to George Kambosos. And he's played. I think I gotta set an interview. I gotta get him back.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
So let's say he does beat George Kambosos, right? And then the Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, I think is gonna happen to me. And then in September, you see Teofimo Lopez fighting the winner of Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
Imagine.
That'd be bomb.
Imagine.
It should be, man. In boxing, that's how you structure careers. That's how you structure butts in the seats. That's how you structure interest for the sport. That's how you structure new fan base. But people, like I said, they want a helicopter ride to the top of the mountain, dude.
So you want that helicopter ride, buddy? Do you want to listen to your boy Punch Drunk this time? Because y'all want to listen the other time. Don't go to all these channels trying to spin these narratives. Don't go to all these channels and I'm not dead. These channels got to do their job at the end of the day. Whatever they got to do, whether they're going to spin some narratives, going to keep it fake, whatever. Don't go to all these channels. Stop wasting time. Try to make all channels say that Teofimo Lopez is ducking. It's not gonna get nowhere. It's not gonna get nowhere. You're not gonna get the fight. No fights are made in YouTube like that. You can promote it, you can shame them, but it's not gonna work. What you need to do is go to the WBC and petition to become mandatory to Jose Ramirez. As a champion 135, you got that power to do so. If you don't get that right, because nobody's mandatory right now, or sign a petition to fight the WBC silver champ and Cepeda for the final eliminator instead of fighting another insignificant fight at 135.
Facts, yeah.
You're trapped. You are trapped, and guys like Ryan Garcia see that that the belt that he's holding is a trap anyway. That's Ryan Garcia don't give a damn about fighting Devin Haney.
Now I understand more. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You saying?
I thought you was done. I was gonna say now I understand. Remember back when we were talking about what does being a champion means if Ryan Garcia says he doesn't. Now I kind of understand what he was meaning. He's looking at the Haneys and he's like, I don't want to be in that position. I'd rather go out here and make the money and fight the tougher fights as I go. And maybe I'll land the top dog. Maybe. I kind of understand. I don't like the way it was presented to the public because it was very ambiguous. It allow us to create whatever direction we wanted to create, but I understand. Give me a second. Mom's calling. Go ahead. Cook.
Yeah. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. If it's a watered down belt at 135, everybody knows it. That's it. You can't run away from it. Everybody's seen that Teofimo Lopez and the WBC, along with the top ranks, along with ESPN, promoted the fight for Undisputed. If they fight again, what they're gonna be? Oh, I'm sorry. Is Mauricio Sotomayor gonna be like, hey, sorry, my friend. The fight with Lomachenko and Teofimo, we say it was on this, but no, sorry. This is a real Undisputed. Sorry for stealing your money the last time, but this is the real Undisputed. Nah, they're gonna promote it that way. That's it. It's Undisputed. So if he wants to turn that watered down belt and put some weight on it, then put some weight on it and ask the WBC petition. And you've been successful asking for petitions because people talk about the franchise petition. You also petition to fight for the interim title, knowing that you will not be mandatory to Lomachenko.
Yep.
Knowing that. So ask for the petition. Say you want to be mandatory for the WBC. There's no mandatory right now in the WBC. Or if they say no, you be like, all right, let me petition to fight Cepeda for the final eliminator to be mandatory.
That's true.
Then by the time that Teofimo Lopez has to go. Teofimo Lopez has to go. His goal is to what? Be undisputed at 140. Then right there, when you standing on as mandatory, he will have to go through you because we already know that the mandatory for the WBO is Jack Catterall.
Yep. Yo, but that's what I'm saying. Look at the way Teofimo Lopez is running his career. Okay? Look at the way look who he's fighting. Back to back to back to back. He's not taking a helicopter ride, my mans. He's not. He's literally taking the steps, the necessary steps, the correct steps. Now, when he goes to 140, if he does goes to 140 immediately, I hope he doesn't. But if he goes to 140 immediately, you're probably not going to see him fighting rank number 35 at 140. You're not going to see him fighting them low ranks fighters. And that's a new division for him, right? He's going to go after the top names, the names that are necessary to place himself as the top dog at 140. And simply, that's all I'm asking. That's all a lot of us is asking, really. But the way this other, to go back to what you were saying, the way these channels are spinning the narrative, the very narrative that you build, if you ever see this, the very narrative that you should unsubscribe from, the very narrative that you should stop playing into, right? The way these other channels are creating these narratives is making us look like we got something against Haney, when in reality, we're actually telling them the correct way for him to get the position they want to be.
For him to get the type of respect so
Facts.
use that war down decision to win 135, and you will, you know what I'm saying, put some weight on it in 140. Yo, it's a dead end in 135. If you're not, the only way that is the 105 fight is for money. If it's for money, yeah, there's money. There's money fights. Gervonta Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia is a money fight. But guess what? With that money fight, there is no legacy on that fight. There is no belt on that side. There is just another opponent.
Yep.
So yeah, it could be so big, but with what? They have Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Great big fight, money fight. What you winning? Where you going to the history books?
Nothing.
It was just, put it this way, a great fight. Tito Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. won.
A great fight. Nothing.
Okay, just two names. People forgot about that fight.
Like, if you think about it, back when that fight took place, like that fight, even when it took place, it almost belonged at Legends Only rather than a real match.
Yeah.
No, for real. I mean, I know Roy Jones kept fighting after that or whatever, but none of these fighters were what they were. So, I don't know, man. People need to realize that although you got a strap on you, as soon as the people that run that strap start talking like you got no weight, you got to put your foot forward and let them know, hey, we got to do something about this, because I'm not going to keep paying you for this. I'll drop it unless they're too in love with that bag and they rather stay in that pond as long as they get the bag. You know what I mean? That's all it is to it.
Yeah. Hold on. Cook for a minute. For a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in the case of Teofimo Lopez, when you look at Teofimo Lopez, like this past weekend, he was being backed by that interviewer, which his name escapes me, whoever he is, the guy that was interviewing him. He was asking him all the questions. It almost sounded to me like the questions were coming out of the typical narrative channels, right? People are hating because he answered him in the way that he answered him, but at the end of the day, he was stating facts. He was doing nothing but stating facts. You know, I can almost feel like Teofimo Lopez is thinking, okay, damn, I had to fight this dude, then I had to fight this dude, then I had to fight this dude, and then I went for Lomachenko. And now this cat wants to fight a ranked number 30, wants to make a career out of in Mexico, wants to fight a ranked 35 old wash coming off a knockout defeat with a torn Achilles, Yuriorkis Gamboas, who he went 12 rounds with, who he didn't even score a single knockdown against, who he didn't even wobbled or hurt. He wants to do that jump from him to me. If I was Teofimo Lopez, I'll put him in the back burner as well. I'll be demanding him to take the necessary steps in the same way that I took him. At the end of the day, as a champion, when you bring in a lot to the table, look. If I was going to dance bachata and I was a hell of a dancer, I ain't going to try to dance bachata with somebody that doesn't know how to dance bachata. Are you kidding me? I want somebody to dance bachata just as good as me, or at least halfway there. She needs to bring something to the table, so when we both are out there dancing in the floor, so it might look a little good. You know, so I don't look like I'm dancing with a robot. So I'm not pausing every 2 minutes, every 10 seconds into the song so I can teach her a step. So I don't have to put my hands in her hips and show her how to relax, how to move it from side to side. So I can kind of understand when Teofimo Lopez says, you got to bring something to the table. I can't be the one taking you. I can't be the one bringing everything to feed you. And what are you doing for me? If you bring something to the table, then your purse and my purse are going to be big. And then both of us is feeding each other. The fight brings with it a little more potential. It does. This makes sense. This makes sense in the head of all of those that truly follow boxing. It doesn't make sense in the head of the people that want to push a narrative. It doesn't make sense in the heads of the people that got casual fan as the 90% of, well, actually, that's everybody, so I'll take that back. But in reality, if I'm gonna hit the dance floor, I gotta have a chick that knows how to dance.
Coño, hey, Saturday Night Fever, está usted, eh?
Oh, tú no sabes nada, tiguerazo.
Saturday Night Fever.
It is what it is, man.
Pero mira lo que dice este tipo, ven.
Hey, what's up? What are you saying?
Este tipo, todavía está en Twitter. Mira lo que dice.
Fagnum? Still coming in?
Fagnum. Dice de que, bro, I weigh 270. Haven't been a bridge because he was answering to Ring IQ tweet. Haven't been a bridger since I was 22 and I don't fight, I teach. Pues cállate la maldita boca. Si tú no puedes pelear, cállate la boca. So I said,
you can't fight, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, my brother.
How old is he? Like 50, 60?
I don't even know. But
40?
I said, yo, can't fight. I said, can't fight question more. Then I suggest you hush up. I'm a teacher too, but I teach in the physical combative form.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get it. Hello, dímelo. The takeover will rock the world soon. I know February 18th is gonna be good. We're gonna hear something soon. What's his Twitter? The same name as his own.
I gotta be real with you, Punch. I'm gonna tell you this right now in front of your own peoples. I'm gonna do a little video. The same way you did a video about Al Heyman being a machine, I think every time I come here, he's doing super chats 5, 6, 7 times. I think he was a machine as well. He ain't a real person.
No, hello, mi amigo. Ese mi amigo. Ese mi amigo. I dance like Tony dancing with Michelle Pfeiffer. No, this what it is. Ve lo que dice. He goes, yo, let me see what you're gonna say. He said he can't fight. So my man, stop talking like you all do. We're talking boxing here. Sometimes it's combative as well. We're not debating. Now, I'm gonna say it like this. Listen to me, my brother. If we were debating about a boxing subject, if we debating about ranking, we debating about Deontay Wilder, if we debating, then we could debate about that. But when you trying to insult the integrity of my channel or myself, then you're talking about me. And when you're talking about me, you're gonna have to answer to me. But I'm not gonna argue. I got a wife. I could argue all day. I'm not gonna argue with you, my brother. So I would send you a plane ticket to New York. And just like you say, you a teacher, but I could teach you in a different way. I'm a teacher as well. I'll teach you in a combative form. Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't want that type of work, keep your fucking mouth shut. Keep my name out your mouth. Or you're going to go back in a 2-week vacation. It's simple, bro. I think, I think that people get it, they get so comfortable on these airwaves and they get comfortable and they can say whatever they want to say, and think that this is not a small world and we're never going to meet up.
Bro, I'm telling you, I don't know if I told you the story here in your channel. About 10 years ago when I had my other channel, Cuba, bro, I was in Beaver Dam, Ohio. That's the middle of a cornfield town. I pull up to a gas station to use the restroom. Okay. I'm in the urinals, dude. Through my peripherals, I'm seeing a dude taking a pee, but his eyes are locked on me, my dude. Now I'm feeling uncomfortable, right? Oh, shit. When I'm done and I'm washing my hands, the dude comes to wash his hands as well. And he's like, can I just ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, man. Aren't you Ranger from YouTube? I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, oh, dude, I follow you, blah, blah, blah. So you never know. You might live in New York. I might live in wherever I live. But we are bound to meet one day. It's just a matter of time and the right place.
It's like that, bro.
And look, a lot of these things could be fixed the correct way.
Exactly.
Say you don't want to fight. Okay, cool. A lot of people are lovers, not fighters. I respect that. Me, myself, I've taken a huge step back from being a fighter. Right? But if you're going to be mentioning my name in your public platform, Aki, When I send you a text message, Aki, be a man's about it. At least say you don't want to come to YouTube and squash the beef. Pick up my phone calls, because me, as the mature man, is trying to save you as the immature man, trying to teach you a lesson about how I was immature just like you once, in what I look at things, in the way I look at things now. So sometimes it's better to squash this beef. Sometimes it's better to respect each other's content. Sometimes it's better to respect fighters in general. Stop making narratives and downgrading and saying that we don't exist as a people just because you want to feel strong to your peoples. Nah, my homie, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's not. You might feel safe in your town. Eventually, you're gonna have to travel somewhere, to a cousin's wedding, to a family reunion. You're gonna have to stop at a restaurant somewhere. I might be the waiter. I might be the guy eating right next to you. You just never know. You just don't.
Hey, and look, I leave my email. I leave my email on the description box. All my
Yep.
videos. If somebody really had a problem with me, really, and they didn't want it publicly, right? They'd be like, yo, I don't like this dude Punch, or Punch came at me, or whatever, or something like that, right? Let me send them an email. Let's talk like men. Like, yo, what is this? What is this?
What's going on? Correct.
You feel me? And then we could talk like men. I don't know that. I don't know this dude. I just keep it real. Again, I had an interview with Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo Lopez Sr. had words of him. I'm conducting an interview. Then you go back into your channel and you say that this is a troll channel. No, this is not a troll channel, bro. You can see that's not a troll channel. And I know that you've been educating yourself on my channel because you commenting on my channel. You know exactly this is not a troll channel.
Correct.
So
Correct.
if I, for example, earlier we were talking about an interview that Mauricio Suleiman has. Am I subscribed to Barbershop Conversation? No. Am I going at him? No. But I would say that when we talking about Mauricio Suleiman interview, or that was the Barbershop Conversation, or that was the boxing social. I will give credit to another boxing content. It doesn't necessarily have to be subscribe or unsubscribe to the person, but we are working for boxing. We're working for the boxing fans. Or are you doing to pay for your mama, or to pay for your mama's food?
Look at Maru 12. Look at his comment. Maru 12. On top of G Funky's comment.
Good looking at high low. G Funky. I don't get that G Funky. Okay.
So two comments under high low.
Eta.
Yeah. And no. Let's see what boxing. Oh yeah, that one. Make it happen, bro.
Make it happen.
Now look at G Funky's comments. I started with that. Yeah, he's right. G Funky put a cap in his mouth. Yeah. But that's the thing. Look, I just want you look. I went to the extreme with Aki, okay? But people gotta understand the reason I went to the extreme with Aki is because me and Aki were cool at once. We exchanged numbers. I had this kid on my channel. I didn't like the way he came at me in his comments. I was giving Aki support, you know, even though I didn't agree with what he was saying. I would go and click his videos and I would hit the thumbs up. Because in me, I was like, damn, I don't like him, but that's my homie. You know what I mean? One day he was having issues on a video, and I just put a very balanced comment. I said, dude, at the end of the day, we may never know. It might be promotional issues why these fights ain't taking place. My beef with him started the minute he replied to that comment, calling me a decaf and this, and that. I said, okay, that's where you want to go. And I agree with you. When it comes to giving people, when I did my video about my last live stream about the Deontay thing, hey, I gave 78 his credit. I told people to go over there, hit the thumbs up. We may not agree, but he's the one that brought us that interview.
Exactly.
Because of that interview, now we're creating content.
Exactly.
You know, and that's just why can't we be fluid? Look, I'm not subscribed to Ellie. What's his Ellie?
Setback.
I'm not subscribed to Ellie Segback, but from time to time, his videos are always in the recommendation. I'll watch it. Hey, I'll give him a thumbs up. You know why? Because he's the one putting the footwork out there, bringing us that content. You know what I mean? But man, they just want to do it from a computer screen. That's all they want to do.
And this, yo, it's like who else? Who else has? For example, look at recently. Look at recently. Mark Breland's son.
Yep.
Is he ready? You gonna look at it? You gonna look at As a matter of fact, talking about Aki.
I'm gonna change my live start time.
Not talking about let's talk about Aki. I'm gonna call you Kaka TV for that. You know why I'm gonna call you Kaka TV? Because one of your last videos, you have a great portion of the audio of my channel.
Yep.
Yo, you want to have about the 4 million about Bill Haney and Tiffany Lopez Senior having that. You saw how long he had it. Now, why you just don't be man enough or real enough to put the source of that soundbite?
Cause he's not trying to give you no views.
Yeah, because they scared. Because you know what they scare is? Damn,
They
they got this from him. So let me go to his channel. As soon as they watch my channel, they be like, yo, I like this guy right here. Speaks it right down the middle, unbiased, logically, and objectively.
Yep.
Because look, you know why? And you know why people be like, and for those that think like, oh, but you a hater. Why you talk about that? Why you this? I'm gonna tell you like this. Please, I don't want you. You know what's selfish? This is selfish. This is selfish right here. Please keep on with the narratives. You know why you know why I say that? If I was really selfish, I would say keep on with the narrative. You know why? Because it's your narrative that people get tired of and walks into my channel.
Facts. And I've gotten a few of those.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is what it is. I'm gonna tell you this right now. On Fagnon, you see all these clink, clink, clink. You hear my phone going clink. You hear it wrong?
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
People texting you.
People following me on Twitters. I'm just getting followers and followers and followers off that clip.
See?
You see, you could talk shit about me, but you got to understand that you're also hated. Your haters will become my followers as well.
Facts. That's true.
I'm going to keep it real. So keep on with your shenanigans. Keep on with your narratives. Keep on. Because people do get tired of that bullshit.
But they're not gonna do it, man. It's like, look, who's this calling me? Cypress, California. Nah, they gonna have to wait on that. Cypress, California. I don't know nobody from Cypress. But at the end of the day, Punch, look, some of these channels is calling us out. Like I've been called out, right? But then when I try to go and accept their challenge, they have me blocked. So how am I supposed to accept your challenge if you got the doors locked on me? How am I supposed to interact with you if you got the doors locked on me? If I'm gonna call Punch out, I'm not gonna block Punch because then how Punch supposed to come back at me? But that's what it is. That's what's happening right now. And I get it. I get it. It's good to just mention the name. And I'm a very little channel. You talk about little. I lost a lot of subscribers while I was gone for 6 years. And yeah, I came back and I still had a lot of subscribers, but still, I'm a relatively small channel. You know? So why is it that you're so concerned about these small channels that you feel the need to grab some of our baits, to call us out, or to saying that we're ducking some smoke? We ain't ducking no smoke. We just can't go nowhere. You got us blocked. When I go to try to breathe your smoke, you got the doors locked, homie. I can't go in to breathe your smoke. You got my number. You got my email. Mm-hmm. You know how to get a hold of me. Let's schedule it. Let's talk about it if you want. If you don't want to do it in YouTube, let's talk about it, homie. Let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, you might be peeing in a urinal one day, and I might pull up next to you to pee. And then what you gonna do? What you gonna do then? That's just it.
Hey man. So yo, what you feel about the what time you going live?
Oh no, I changed it. I was gonna go live at 4:30, but I changed it down to 7:30. I'm probably not gonna work today. We've canceled all of work because there's ice storms all over our surrounding regions, and I cancel. I'm probably not gonna go. 90% chance I'm not gonna work today. So I moved it down to 7:30 just because you're cooking here for a long time, and I don't want we're here. That's fine. If I'm home, I'm home. Period. I'm not gonna go live to get a certain amount. If there's one watching, I'm going live. Trust me. And if you want to join, I'm gonna put the social pressure on you in front of your own people.
So what you think about first and foremost, what do you think about the title? If I mean the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury.
I love the last part of the title. I love the last part of the title where it says only Satan's army doesn't want.
You gotta put that pressure. You gotta put that pressure. They gotta pick a side, man. They gotta pick a side, good or evil.
Bro, you're gonna bring this fools is gonna need psychology after you. They gonna need some therapy, dude. Now you calling them part of Satan's army. Oh my, I love the title, and I see what you mean by it, and I agree. Who in the world that calls themselves a true boxing fan wouldn't want to see this? Los chamaquitos están entrando ya.
Ajá. Mira, hey, y la correa.
Los míos están aquí.
Nah, I can't stop. That's why I usually go in the nighttime. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I don't want to regulate them like that.
No, for sure. No, hell no.
Yeah, they got this. This is what you call. This is what you call
real life
fatherhood, real life, right? We're trying to make this content. We got the babies on your side, got the babies on my side.
People don't realize what it takes to push.
People don't realize, yeah, man.
Like, look, I go every time I leave out that door. I might be gone 14 hours. I might be gone 2-3 days. Then I got to come home. I got to be a husband, a father, a friend, and a YouTuber at the same time.
And shout out to the wife, because the wife is trying hard. Like he came to the room, the wife is snatching him right away. Yep. Hey guys, it's not that easy doing what we doing right now, especially at this time.
Like when I first came back, I always told my wife, get the kids in the room, You know what I mean? But then I was just like, man, whatever. People can hear them scream. They're gonna have to deal with it because this is their house. I don't want them to be in a room so that I can push content for people that are 90% of the time not going to appreciate what I'm doing to begin with. You see what I'm saying? So, but to go back to what you were saying, who in the world that calls themselves a true boxing fan
don't want to see this fight?
Because Deontay Wilder, no, dude. At this point, Deontay Wilder is irrelevant at the heavyweight division. It truly is. In regards to this subject, think about it. Who else is relevant in regards to this specific subject?
Undisputed.
The Undisputed. Nobody else. I don't want to hear about no Deontay Wilder. I don't want to hear about no Andy Ruiz, no Povetkin,
Alexander Usyk, who was mandatory but pushed to a side.
Now let them dudes go at it and take each other's heads as they should. Right now, talk to me about this fight. Because when was the last time we had this?
James Kelly, good looking now. Being a father is a blessing. The best thing in the world, brother. The best thing and the only shit I know how to do right.
Yeah.
The only thing I know how to do right, perfect, is be the father.
Yeah.
I'm a fuck up in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
I think we all are in a lot of things. But that's the beauty about being a human, in it. You fall and you learn from your mistakes. So, me personally, when I first got together with my wife and we decided to link up and married, my only goal in life was always to be the father my father was never to me. You see what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my dad. I haven't grown with him. He lives in another country. Haven't seen him in 12 years. Still love the dude because I gotta honor him as my father. You know, honor your father and mother. Yeah, honor your father and mother so that your days may be longer in the land. I hold no grudges. Why? You know why? Because my father made his mistakes. Consequences of those mistakes was the separation from my mom, us moving to this country, him staying. So I don't hold the grudges, but my only goal is to not be like he was back in them days. And I gotta give him credit. He's changed. He's been changed for 27 years now, and he has kept himself in the right track. So yeah, it's a blessing. Rap star in the building.
Rap star in the building. Subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. London in the building. London, 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 UK, UK in the building. Bruv, what's good? A lot of heat, a lot of drama. Fagnon is trying to respond to your boy. He ain't getting nowhere. Smash the like button, everybody. Todavía sigue.
Hey, he putting a beer too. He putting a beer in his face now, huh?
Yeah, he put a beer in his face. Think he gonna look manly. You still feminine.
I mean, look at this.
You still
I took half of mine. You see, it's not as long. I took half of mine.
Oh, you trimmed it?
Yeah, and I still got more than that dude.
He think he gonna look manly.
Oh man, he's trying to get that image to get that credit. He's starting to look soft in front of his people. What he doesn't realize is that he's putting himself in a very soft position by doing and saying the things he's doing in front of his own people. Like when you talk about, I had to go away for 2 weeks because Punch and this and that, your peoples is gonna be looking at you like, damn, you're calling this dude a small channel, but he's actually taking you from YouTube. He's forcing you to exit YouTube for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got that dude, man.
You talk about Punch has enough power to take away Gary Russell Jr.'s family's food.
And all of it is, you got to take the head, because look, you take the head, and they got so tight that then the little members with their channels then do a live and trying to threaten me and trying to send death threats. That's what happened when you take the top dudes.
Yep. Yo, who was that other one that because I really don't know a lot of these people from that group. But who was that other one that was having mental breakdowns and was he was spit at his computer, he was like angry.
That was him. That was him.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That's what I said, that I have it going psycho.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That's him. He was going psycho, right?
You know, when I came back to YTVC, I watched one of his live streams. I didn't know who LDBC was. I didn't know anything about.
I'm just like there's and to be honest, look, I'm gonna put it straight. Boxing Kingdom was good, my brother. I'm gonna put it straight right now. I don't like to like group them like that. Like if I have a problem with anybody, I'm just gonna say Fagnon. You know, everybody know who's Fagnon. You already know who everybody know who's that beta male. So because there's other people that I've learned to know, other people's that could be LDBC. D Hodge is LDBC. He cool.
Who's D Hodge?
D Hodge, he be in the chat.
Okay.
He'll probably be on your chat.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Not all of them is like that. I just don't know who they all are.
Exactly. So for me, not knowing who everybody are, I can't just say the group. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know 2 of the channels or 3 of the channels that I probably had this back and forth going on, I can't say all of them because there's other ones. There's ones that I found out that I'm cool with that I didn't even know that they was LDBC. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. It's not even about. It's not the group. It's Fagnon. I'm right here. Fagnon. I'm trying to come at me. I'm going back at Fagnon. All right.
Like I came back.
And that's his new name, Fagnon International. He's a Fag International.
$40.
Exactly.
$40. $40.
You know why he put the beard on? You know why he got the beard on? Cause so he won't look like him no more. You got the beard now because you don't want to look like him no more. Maldito pájaro, coño. Pájaro.
That is so true, dude. That is that
He
makes a
said,
lot of sense.
I'm gonna put a beer on there because I don't want nobody calling me Mrs. Potato. Mr. Potato Head no more.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, and it's so easy. Just get on your camera, give credit to whoever credit is due. Talk about every fighter, because like I was telling you, I came back to the YTBC and I tuned into one of his live, and I'm like, okay, let me check. I didn't even know YouTube was doing live streams. That's how long I've been gone from YouTube.
Mm.
You know, like in the boxing community, I didn't even know this stuff was going on. So I come back, I'm seeing live. Oh shoot, let me check this out. And I checked this channel out. And when I heard what was coming out of that trap, I was like, what is going on here? Like this just is this boxing? Am I on? I had to leave the live, go into his channel, look to his other videos because I want to make sure I was watching a boxing channel. You know what I mean? Because it was everything but boxing, all race, all this, all that. And I'm like, damn, is this what's going? It's still going on in YouTube. It's still going on in YouTube because that's why I left in the first time, the very first time. Like I felt like I was by myself out here fighting this fools like this, right? But apparently I came back and it's still going on. The difference is I'm a lot mature. There's so many. The main reason why I'm back is because now there's channels fighting back. So I'm not alone. I don't feel alone. You know what I mean? Now there's a new wave of content creators that's like rising up against the BS, demanding truth, demanding evidence. That's what's going on, man. It said Mustang Raw was not even lurking anymore. I don't know what he mean by that.
Exactly, Boxing Kingdom. It's like I told him, yeah, man. He said, man, his channel's 90% recycled. This recycled. That dude don't have no content, bro.
Matter of fact, let me unblock Huckle Mustang while we're doing this because
dude don't have no content. A bunch of y'all those don't have no content. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Y'all got some recycled content. You're gonna talk about Wilder. You're gonna talk about Spence. You're gonna talk about. Get out of here, man. Come on, man. We got Miguel Burchett, Oscar Valdez.
Done, Hawker Mustang. You're unblocked from Raw Boxing TV. I know I promised that I didn't know how to do it. So I learned to know. Now you unblocked, brother. You spent enough. You spent long enough in the timeout.
Yo, this is fun.
It is.
It's fun.
Are they still coming at you on Twitter? Is he still coming at you on Twitter?
Nah, I replied to him later. He's stupid. I said he just replied, "You are not bright guy. Doesn't mean can't. Like you don't get no pussy. That doesn't mean that you can't. You just need to pay someone to do it with you." Brother.
No, I know what lurking means, Hawker Mustang, but I didn't know what you meant as far as like me lurking in the dark or whatever the case might be. I wasn't even lurking. People don't realize when I left YTBC, I didn't. Not only did I left the YTBC, G Funky is a testament to this. He could tell you, I'm not lying. I did not watch a professional boxing match for 6 years. That's why now that I'm back, people ask me for some fighters, and I'm like, I don't know who they are. Give me a year so I can get warmed up and educated on everybody that's out here. So I wasn't even lurking. I was simply gone.
Kobe, dímelo, mi hermano, Kobe. James Kelly, what's good? I got you, my brother. James Kelly. James Kelly is a funny guy, bro.
Is he?
We gotta have you on the panel soon, James. Yo, it was great having you last time, brother. James Kelly is funny, man. Salute to you, James Kelly, man. He's funny, man. He knows his boxing too.
Well, good. That's what we need. And you know, one thing I'm liking is how a lot of people are now watching our content and they getting the courage to say, you know what? I'm gonna open up a YouTube channel. I'm gonna start putting out content. And that's what we need, people.
Why you hear people saying I want to open up? Why?
Because the type of work that's getting done around here.
Exactly.
The type of work.
And that's what I'm saying. That their shenanigans, you're actually motivating people.
Facts.
You're not motivating people to listen to you. You're motivating people to be like, I gotta do my own channel now. Like I can't. It got to the point where you're so disgusted of what you hear that you feel the need to create a YouTube channel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel the need to voice your opinion because your opinion is not being heard. It's being ignored by this other channel. So you got to find a way to.
Because if y'all was doing your job for boxing, I probably would never do a boxing channel. I'd be all ears and be happy to just tune into YouTube and listen to boxing. But the stupidity and the narrative, you don't do nothing for boxing. You don't create a fight. Y'all don't make fights. All y'all do is devalue fighters, send narratives, create narratives. It does nothing for the sport of boxing. It does nothing for the sport of boxing to try to tarnish Canelo Alvarez. It does nothing to the sport of boxing to try to tarnish Teofimo Lopez. It does nothing for boxing to tarnish any other fighter that's actually going out there and challenging the self, the guys in the top of their games. It does nothing to the sport of boxing for you not to even mention who's Inoue. It's nothing in the sport of boxing for you to say Lomachenko versus Tukan.
It's crazy. D-Style in the building. HCP, my brother.
Pero si un chino disrespected a black person's name like this other channel did, then they say they racist.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's not about being race. It's not about people being just racist. It's the problem. It's a culture. There's a culture out there that feels that they have, because of history, that they have the green light to be racist. To have the free light to give them nicknames to all these other ethnicity.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's right back to them, oh my God, it's racist.
Yeah, you got a super chat.
Hey, D-Style boxing in the building. Good looking out. Hispanic causing panic.
That's a fact.
Mira, cook a little bit. Dame como un chin de manzana aquí.
Yo, let me tell you something. I got to eat something too. You eating here in front of me without me getting nothing. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I got to tell you this. I'm very hungry. I think somebody was asking who has the most subscribers. I think it's Ellie Sekbak. Ellie Sekbak's the channel with the most subscriptions out here, I think. Followed by, I don't know, really, truly. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking for a good channel, I don't look at who has more subscribers. I really don't. I want to listen to what they gotta say. I truly do. Like I can tell you right now, I've seen channels here at the YTBC. They have less than 1,000 subscribers, and when they open their mouth, they spitting fire. And that's why. I immediately subscribe, activate the notification bell, and select all immediately. When I see a channel, regardless of who the host is, they can be Chinese, Cantonese, Zulu, Kosher, Latino, South American. It doesn't matter to me. I'm waiting for them to open their mouth. I want to see what comes out of those speakers. If what's coming out is good content, they got my subscriptions. If what's coming out is good content, I'll refer them in my channel. I might quote them in my live streams. I might. They deserve it. They put in forth the effort to bring the good content. So I got to. So I get, for example, Punch, I didn't even know you were subscribed to me. Before I send you that email, I didn't even know you were subscribed to me. I'm looking through my subscription and I'm like, let me see who's still subscribed to me. And I'm like, Punch Drunk Boxing. I don't remember this dude. I was thinking you were from back in them days. I'm like, I don't remember this dude. That's when I click in your avatar and I run to your content. I'm like, let me see what it's all about. I started listening to a few of your live streams. I seen some of your videos, and I was like, finally, there's people out here doing the work. You know, there's people out here doing the work. And what did I do immediately? I shot you an email, didn't I? And I said, De lo mío, what's up? Immediately.
And I replied.
And you replied, and you came to my channel immediately. Immediately. When I came back, D-Style, G-Funky immediately hit me up. and I went to the channels because when subscribers are putting out truth, they want to relate with people that put out truth. I'm not trying to relate or have somebody in my channel infecting my content with their content unless they here to debate me. I'm not gonna have him as a co-host. Oh yeah, this is my buddy such and such. You know, hey man, y'all go subscribe to him. Make sure that his channel is lit. Blah blah blah. Nah. In order for me to do that, your content has to be the kind of content that I like. Facts. And I can tell you this for all of you out there that are saying there's no way to get a hold of Punch. That's a lie. The email is in the description. And when you email the dude, he replies on Twitter. When you comment in his post, he replies. Same thing with me. You email me, you get a reply. You hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, you get a reply. We're not hard to get a hold of. We truly not. Peon, Guido Peon, what's up, my brother? I didn't see his comment. Hey, Guido, I got a beef to pick with you, man. You ain't been in my channel.
Guido. No, you know what it is? Because in the end of the day, even if my email is there, and even and okay, and this is for you boxing content creators. This for all you boxing content creators. And there may be people that says, yo, because there's people that have said it to me before, and they be like, yo, Punch, but yo, how you know this person, or how you got this interview with this person? You know why? I keep myself accessible. I leave my I left my email.
Yeah.
If I didn't leave my hey, and Anthony Breland is he could say it to you, could say it to y'all. If I didn't leave my email, he wouldn't know how to contact me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've gotten interviews just because I've left my email and where they could hit me directly and then have this dialogue. Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for me. It doesn't soothe me. It's for the boxing world. It's because we know that mass media has abandoned boxing in America. This is why that's why boxing is not where it was before. Also, ESPN, Fox, all these sports mass media, they have left boxing. So guess what? The YTBC is actually the platform to talk, to update each other on boxing. Now, mass media, what they're doing now is hiring the best boxing content in the YouTube. That's why you see Radio Raheem in the Zone. That's why you see Michelle Phelps on the Zone. Now they're going to YouTube, snatching people from YouTube. Mira, what's it? Barack and AK, what's his name?
Who?
Aka Barack.
Oh, the guys from the.
They got him from social media, you know. So this is what it is. So now we're working backwards. Now we are the platform. We are the voices.
But look at the beauty, though, Punch. Think about this, and I want all everybody that's listening to dwell on this. And by the way, you got a super chat. When was the last time?
Oh shit! Damn, be going fast. Raw ate a whole sub sandwich on 3 bites.
Yeah.
You was eating a sub sandwich?
What you mean, D-Style?
I was eating fruit. Marcos is on Fox. Fight Hub, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now they respecting people that's doing their things on YouTube.
But look at the beauty of this. And for all of those that are listening, when was the last time back when mainstream media used to talk boxing, used to have entire segments about boxing, have the live shows about boxing? When was the last time you, as a boxing fan, was able to interact with them through comments or even have a way into the live streams like you do here with us? Never. ESPN never let you in. HBO never let you in. YTBC, you can come into the chat. We can interact with you. We can read your comments. We might shoot the link so you can come and exchange words with us. That's where we at right now. So I can see what they're seeing. Damn, YouTube is actually doing their thing. So let's go find the talent over there. Because at the end of the day, look, Jim Lamley had a beautiful voice for the type of job he did. But I gotta tell you, I questioned his boxing skills so many times, brother.
Oh yeah.
Larry Merchant, legendary, whatever. I questioned his boxing knowledge and his bias so many times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when you come to the YTBC, you're going to find a lot of people that are ex-fighters. You're going to find a lot of people that are current coaches or ex-coaches or part-time coaches. You're going to find a lot of people that actually casually box, go to a gym, are constantly in the gym, interacting with other fighters, sparring other fighters. You're going to find people with hands-on experience that are going to break the content the way it should be.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like I said, that's why I said, you know what? It's time to revive Raw Boxing TV. I gotta get the duster and the vacuum cleaner. I gotta suck up all the dust. Let's go out here and put some content because now, and I'm not saying, look, by any means, I'm saying I'm the guy that was holding down the YTBC 7 years. No. I'm simply saying what you're doing right now, Punch. What a lot of these channels are doing, fighting this cheap narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing. I was constantly engaged in a war, and every time I looked around, there was nobody fighting.
Yeah. No, and you know, it's not. It's. I can understand. This what I see. I can understand because, see, there's people out there fighting groups that spin narratives, but the people that's fighting those groups are not in a group.
Correct.
Individuals.
Correct.
So they spin narratives. People spin narratives strategically in groups. They get in their conference calls. One of them is gonna go at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then the other one goes at 10 or 11, and the other one goes at 12, and the other one goes at 4, and the other one goes at 7. So they strategically spinning a narrative around the clock, right?
Yep.
But debunking the narrative is not around the clock.
Nope.
If if you debunking the narrative around the clock, oh, you going at 8, oh, you going at 9 o'clock to spit some narrative, I'm gonna come right back at you at 9:30 and debunk it.
Boom.
You going, oh, your other man is going at 10. All right, we going right back. You ain't gonna be coming with this garbage into the YTBC because your lack of covering the sport of boxing the way you should sometimes lands on a lot of people. Some people won't even land on your channel. Some people do land on your channel just because they're tired. Some people just be like, I'm out of here with this YouTube stuff. ¿Y es una sopa de qué?
That's
Ensalada.
Japanese noodle soup.
Coño,
I put a lot of my wife puts a lot of stuff. Like she put, what's the name of that grass you put on there?
Which one?
Huh?
Bok
choy. She puts like bok choy, cilantro, mushrooms.
Butt choice? I thought you said butt choice. You got a butt choice? Mira, mujer, dame lo que ese tipo tiene también ropa. Si vamos a ver si dentro de la cocina, cociname algo ahí.
Hey, next thing you know, she throws a chancleta at you, dude. Latina no juega, que esas mujeres caribeñas son duras.
No. La mira eres Swiss.
Oh, la tuya de Switzerland?
I'm Sweden.
Sweden?
Oh. She understands most of the stuff I say. Pero yo le digo de todo.
Más entregada, más sumisa.
Yo le digo de todo a ella. Yeah. Mira, cocíname algo.
Hey, that's a beautiful country though, man. Have you ever been there?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is getting ready to fly over there. They're flying my sister-in-law over there just so she can take wedding pictures.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Now, Europe is cool, but this is what I say about Europe. When I go to Europe, right? And, this race stuff, this black and white stuff, they're not on that type of time. Every time I go over there and I get into conversation, you go to the lounge and the bar. Why in America there's always like a race issue? Like why is always a black and white thing? It's over here we don't talk like that.
Yeah,
and it's true. And this is why I tell people, leave, travel the world. A lot of people think that America is everything. Yo, there's people out there that don't want to even come to America. There's other people out there that see the toxic, not the place, but the mindset. There's people that I know here that are from Europe or from other countries that be like, I'll live here, but I will never raise a family here.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard that too. I've heard there's a lot of Bosnians around in my city, and I went to high school with a lot of them, and they
Pichku materinu. I'm international, man. I know the language, man.
No, I got you, man. But look, I get what you're saying. And actually, the wifey and I have been contemplating. Like, look, my brother's lived in Japan. He's getting ready to go back to Japan now for another 3 years. But her sister is going to live in Italy pretty soon in the next 3 or 4 months. So we're actually thinking we want to go to Italy next year for about a week or two. After that, I truly want to go to Israel. I would love to go to Israel. I want to start.
Yeah, that was. I wanted to go to the tour.
Yeah, me too, man. I want to start feeding myself with all this different cultures because although I'm not in the race game and I'm not against any other kind of culture, you know, it just feeds my humanity. You know, it increases my humanity to know what my other brothers and sisters are like in their culture. You see what I'm saying? And that's why when you see these content creators only focusing on one thing and killing other cultures and without having any basis to the argument, that's where I take issues. But to go back to what you were saying, when the narrative is back to back to back and the pushback isn't or wasn't, and I like to say wasn't because it's not the case anymore, that's when it can get frustrated, right? That's when it can get frustrated. I was becoming a bit impatient. I truly am. I'm still impatient to a certain level. I had to leave, bro. I said, dude, I gotta go. I gotta find God again. I gotta keep things around me that are feeding just positivity. And so, but now there's pushback, and that's why I tell people in my live stream when they say, "Well, Ranger, we need to just stop talking about this stuff. Let's just," and it's true. They're right. I understand where they're coming from when they say, let's focus on boxing. But they also have to understand there's a narrative that's actually destroying the very thing you want me to talk about.
Exactly.
If you just want me to just focus on the one thing that's getting destroyed without talking about or pushing back against the thing that's destroying it, then we're not doing it right.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because people gonna come with a question like this. Yo, Punch, do you think that Teofimo Lopez is ducking Devin Haney? Now, where you getting that from? Now, my question is, where you getting that garbage from?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now I have to debunk that same garbage.
Yeah. So I understand. Like it's so beautiful to have other people join. Like last night in my life, I had 3 Russians. I had people from Portugal. I had people in Spain. I had Uzbekistan in the house because, you know, my Beg the Bully was fighting. But about 3,800 people in total at the end of the live. And I was like, this is beautiful. Just people from all over the world interacting with me. You see what I'm saying? And we were talking so specifically boxing. I'm like, that's how it should be all the time. That's how it should be all the time.
All the time.
The example I give is this: if a field is on fire and you don't even have a single water hose, that fire is going to take over 100%. I want to be one of those water hoses pushing back against the fire. That's all I'm trying to do.
Genuinely, the best compliment I've gotten when I've done interviews, before I've done the interviews, was, "Oh, I would like to do an interview with you because you keep it fair, you unbiased, and we're when I get that, when it's approached by me, when they approach me to do it and they approach it that way, that's when I'm like, okay, I'm doing something good. I know I'm keeping it down the middle."
Yeah.
And I know in the past weekend people like, "Oh yeah, but you on the Latino." I'm just telling you my perspective on that. Can I get now? It's my turn to give you my perspective. I ain't want to talk about this for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna give you my perspective because of right now I'm tired of it. Now you're gonna hear it from me. When they heard it from me,
ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
Oh,
man,
you a hypocrite. You say you used to say this, you used to say that. Ah, pues cállense la boca then.
yeah,
Relax with that.
yeah,
Because everybody got their perspective. Everybody got their lifestyle. Everybody got their experience and how they was raised. Some people, and this is why I always say, okay, I'm coming from a New York perspective. New York is a melting pot. I know New York is not like Alabama, or you know, those segregated cities and those segregated counties was over here. So I may be disingenuous in certain things, but let me tell you something about this culture also. Yes, there is racism towards this culture, and it's just not the white man,
it's everybody,
but it's vice versa. But I'm gonna give you the Latino perspective. The problem is they didn't want to hear the Latino perspective
because there's no such thing as Latinos.
because there's no such thing as Latino. So if there's no such thing as Latinos, how could somebody be racist towards Latinos?
Or how can a Latino be racist against you? We don't exist.
But they will say a Latino is racist. That's the point. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That the problem with our color. We could talk about this, just our color. They will look at us, but look at the texture of your beard and your face and your skin complexion. What do you mean that you Latino? We go through the same thing. I don't go through you from Cuba. Not even me. I will go through the same thing you're going through.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Not even. So that's
true.
almost like a Dominican talking to a Cuban, like, oh, but you no. Y hasta los dominicanos y los cubanos son different.
Yeah. But see, people don't realize. Look.
Sofrito para la gente ahí mimito.
Dude, I hate you, dude. Dude. Hey,
you
yo.
You don't have that when you live in Kentucky?
No, man. Yo, watch this. Take sofrito, toast some bread, throw some extra virgin olive oil, and put some sofrito in it, and eat it, dog.
¿Qué te digo? Mira, a la poní cocinando como una dominicana. Ve lo que yo hago.
But that's how it is.
Así como es, ve.
That's how it is.
Cocíname ahí, mujer. That's when you know you the man.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, dude. It's. But you know, I always tell people, you know, the reason my wife respects me is because I respect her.
Of course, yeah.
And because I'm not in my house complaining about nobody having their foot in my neck. I gotta put forth the alpha male. If somebody's tripping against my family, I gotta go, yo, what's up? Not with him. It's me. I'm here. I'm the representative. You see what I'm saying? But you said something that's so key the other day. That's why we got so many girls going to bed with girls. Where the man's at? Where the man's at?
Too many beta males, bro.
Where the man's at? And then when you try to be a man in front of everybody else, they're like, well, you're a sexist. Oh,
Diablo, te fuiste. ¿A dónde te fue? ¿A dónde te fuiste? I think we got cut off. Got to come back. Probably had some technical difficulties. The boxing guys got you.
Yo, the LWC. The member, the one of the members got us. The one that's been coming at you.
Fagnon.
But it's real simple.
$40. $40.
$40.
That's the way he talks in his video.
Bro, look. Everything, the way you are in live translates. The way you are translates to the screen. When you get in front of that screen, if you're a racist in life, you're gonna be a racist in front of the screen. It doesn't matter how much you want to put some makeup on it, manipulate it, try to hide it. It's good. The true colors is coming out. Whether you like it or not, people is gonna be able to see right through you immediately. Immediately. If you're a beta male, you're gonna have the image of a beta male. If you're not man enough, you're gonna have. If you the type of guy that at the end of the day, hold on, dude. Why is this coming out through my phone? Oh, duh, I had YouTube open on my phone. People is gonna see it, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, look. We here for boxing, man. We here for boxing. And hey, if I got the time to debunk narratives, then I got the time to debunk narratives. That's it.
Yeah.
Remember, you put now I could say whatever I want because he put my name in his mouth.
He's the one.
And
that
you saw the dude was just talking about Gary Russell, Canetta. How the fuck did I just come into it? Yeah, popped in his mind because I'm
because you're living in there.
I'm living in his mind, bro. He wasn't even talking about. He just implemented my name in his mouth.
Isn't that beautiful though? Isn't that beautiful though?
That's why man, I got that dude going crazy, bro.
You got a place to live and you ain't got to pay for it. You're living rent free. You know why? Because every time he's in front of that computer and he's spitting his nasty narrative, his conscience is coming back at him with your words.
Yep.
He hears your words counterpunching, not pun intended. The very things he's saying.
You spend a couple of times trying to clarify if you have respect for Latinos or you don't. I was in your head, bro, and I'm gonna be in your head because now every time you go live and you spitting that fake shit, you're gonna have to clarify because I'm making you clarify something.
Now they nervous. Now your content and our content and the way we're working out here is actually gonna force them to put a little bit more effort in the kind of videos they create. Because let me tell you something. Some of them, they smart. They know that right now they still safe. They can still put out the narrative, and they still gonna keep the.
No, they smart enough. They smart. I said this one time. They smart enough to know that there's so many unknowledgeable people about the sport. They smart enough to know to capitalize. These guys are in their mid 40s and 50s, bro.
Grandpas.
These dudes are guys like politicians. Como dijeron ese tipo that he's a fucking lawyer. What lawyers do?
They lie.
They lie. They lie for a living.
Yep.
They lie for a living and they snakes.
Yeah.
They're the type of people, and I'm not saying all lawyers because not all lawyers are in the same field. Facts, but they're the type of people that they will sign up and they will pay. You will pay them. A woman will pay them to destroy you as a father.
Yeah.
They don't care about your kids. The money is right. Woman, I will do whatever I need to do to do this for you.
Yeah. That's true.
That's what lawyers are. They know, look, a lawyer, you think me being a lawyer or whatever, attorney, I don't care if it's a public defender, I don't care if I'm boy. You think that, let's say, a pedophile or a dirty, devilish man that rapes teenagers and he goes to court and you have to be the lawyer to defend him?
I've always struggled with that, dude. I'm like, what would I do if I was that lawyer? Would I fake to take that money and then in reality I would probably, by law, since he signed the dotted line, I would represent him. I don't think I would represent him to the best of my ability. I'll be looking for him to get sentenced.
William Boxing, what's good, my brother? Good looking now. I appreciate that. So this is what it is. Eso lo que es him. Other people got politician feel. What the politician do? What they do?
They come out and they lie they tell you what you want to hear so you can cast that vote. And once they got your vote, they got you. Now you again in 4 years, like Teo Calde says, gracias gobierno por robarnos tanto. Every 4 years se visten de santo. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Every 4 years they got that saint image. Oh, but he's gonna do this for us. And he's gonna help our peoples, and then they vote and it's over.
Yo, they had the nerves. Certain people had the nerves for the love that they got, the obsession that they have for Wilder. The obsession. But when his son, Mark Breeden's son, is here, look what they say. He shouldn't be here. You shouldn't talk. He shouldn't be talking for him. Then they started calling Mark Breeden a coon, a bull-licking coon, and all that stuff.
First
for
of all,
no reason.
Some of them got to learn their history because people don't realize I've been called Uncle Tom because they know that I got some partial in me and I don't subscribe to the narrative. And I'm like, do you realize how much of a compliment you're giving me when you're calling me an Uncle Tom? You know who Uncle Tom was, right, Punch? His real name was
Educate.
so Uncle Tom's real name was Josiah Benson or Henson. Why is he so famous? Because that is the slave that escaped right here, the state that I live on, and he walked barefooted all the way to Canada, escaping his plantation. When he got to Canada, you know what Uncle Tom did? Josiah did. He opened up a school, a labor school, where he would teach every slave in America that would escape. They could go up to his school in Canada and learn how to do manual labor. So then they can go out there and they'll be working with the Mormons, with the Mennonites. They were employing them as employees, but now they could make a living for themselves because Uncle Tom was the one that escaped and walked barefooted to another country to open up a school so that the very slave that were escaping the racist man can make a living for themselves. So when you call a black man or whoever man an Uncle Tom, know that you're giving them a hell of a compliment. But the problem is they confuse Uncle Tom with Sambo. I think it was Sambo or Tom. Yeah, Sambo, something like that. Sambo. That was the snitch. That was the guy that was
Stefan from Django. He was
the guy that wiped Mr. Condi's butt when he was a baby. That's who you mixing it up with. But see, you hear something and you run with it without studying the history. So just know, to my brothers out there, when somebody calls you an Uncle Tom, feel good about it, because they're calling you somebody that's great. Somebody that actually did something great for his people, somebody that actually risked his life for his people. So take that compliment and run with it, brothers. That's
Uncle Tom all the way.
All the way, homie. All the way. People, they don't. And there's a good movie out there. I think if you go to uncletom.com, there's a hell of a movie out there. I think it's only like $6 because no movie theater would put this movie out there. uncletom.com, and you can watch that movie for $6. It's just gonna enlighten you so damn much. Invest on yourself, people. Invest on yourself. $6, you can blow that on a cheeseburger in New York City.
Yeah, man. What am I? If I'm an Afro Latino, man, I am another son of God, man.
At the end of the day.
And I could be whatever I would. Look, if I say I'm Chino, my grandfather is Chinese.
Yeah, my grandpa was from
I'm Cantonese.
His parents, the rumors, I don't know this to be a fact because back in the days, but my grandparents, my great grandparents on my father's side, so my grandpa's parents were both from Sevilla or something like that. But those are just rumors. But I have to believe it because grandpa was like a gallego, he had that weird way about him too, that so people
mine's is my great, so it's not far away.
Yeah,
I mean, mine's is not that
that bad.
My generation's that far. It's just my grandfather.
People don't realize it doesn't matter if you're in America or if you were born in the Arctic. Chances are you got a mix of everything in you, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So when you hate another quote unquote race, which I don't understand how it could be, there's only one race, human race, but let's just call it race, right? When you hate another ethnicity or quote unquote race, chances are you got that same race in you.
Yeah, it's the funniest one. People want to tell you what you are.
I hate that.
When people want to look at this comment, hold on.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Punch, you're talking this Latino stuff while you look the way you do.
I thought there was no such thing as Latino.
It's like people. I think you know what I think it is. To be honest,
people don't realize.
I think I've realized this, and I never thought of this way I never thought about it this way, but I think that people, they're threatened in some way, shape, or form of you being proud of being Latino.
Correct.
It's something about it that they want to be like, no, you're not Latino, you're this though. It's like they're trying to like snatch you up or something. Like, no, you're not.
Look,
And don't give me these stories. Don't. And one thing I tell people: don't give me your experience and push it on me. Don't
facts.
give me this. Don't give me this. But if you get stopped by the cop, we're gonna see what's nah. I got stopped by cops a lot of times. All right, and most of the time I got stopped, it was me. It was because of me. It was me speeding. It was me having a bunch of tinted windows. It's about me blazing the stereo in the quiet area. It was me most of the time. The other times when I got stopped and I acted accordingly, they let me go.
that's just it. You act
That's
like a
it.
fool, you get treated as one.
That's it. Don't give me this. And people always have the. Don't push your story on me. Don't push your experience on me. Don't push your experience on me, cause trust me.
I was telling some of the folks at work that love. They wake up in the morning and they preach themselves the gospel of oppression. They get out of their doors and they preach to people the gospel of oppression. They go to work, and while they're making $150,000 a year, they're wanting to tell me that they're oppressed and they can do whatever they want, right?
LeBron James.
Right, correct. I'm like, dude, you realize who you're talking to, right? Well, no, you realize I'm Cuban, right? So what's that mean? I said, have you studied what we go through, my mans? Like, I even asked them, when was the last time that the government here, the boogeyman, that so-called boogeyman that's got the boot in your neck, when was the last time that boogeyman controlled how much food you ate through legislation? How much water came through your pipes through legislation? What you could say through legislation? How much clothing can you have through legislation? If you could have more than 100,000 pesos in your bank account and not be accused of illicit wealth through legislation. When was the last time you went through any of that? Because the last I checked, regardless if there was oppression, you could still go to the store, and if you could afford a loaf of bread, you could buy a loaf of bread. If you could afford to have running water in your house, you could just simply open the faucet and you will have water. If you could afford to have electricity, you could turn on the switch. No legislation oppressing that. I've had my food controlled by the government. I've had, when my mom used to make 148 pesos a month, Punch, with a master's degree. A month. 148 pesos a month. And a bar of soap will cost her 90 pesos. You tell me. So you're getting ready to put over 50% of your entire month income, right? So your kids can take a clean bath while the government is bathing in luxury. You could only get one loaf, one what they call coquito. It was a bread. It was a bread no bigger than an egg. And when you tapped it, it was solid hard because it was old bread, low quality flours, right? One bread per day. That's all you was allowed to buy. That's the type of oppression we know. So when I come to America, I don't see that oppression. But I got somebody next to me that makes the money that I'm making telling me that he's experiencing oppression and that America is oppressing. And I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what, you've never lived it.
Yeah, that's they adopting an emotion. They adopting an emotion.
You've never
That's what
lived
it is. That's what it is. A bunch of people adopting an emotion. And then when you wake them up, when people wake up, they tell the truth. Cause I've been there before. Like I said the last time, and I've been there before, having that same emotion, thinking that the white man is out to get me.
Even look at his question, his kindergarten question. Do Afro Latinos exist? We're not saying Latinos don't exist. That came out of y'all, the group that says the Latinos don't exist. We actually embrace Afro Latinos. We actually have Afro Latinos in our families. What you talking about? We actually acknowledge and give credit to whoever credit is due, regardless of skin color. What you talking about? I tell people all the time, man, don't look at the light brown. You don't know what's in this blood, man. If you were to see my mom's and my dad's mother, you would chill with that talk, man. If you were to see my brother's darker than Punch. Two, 3 layers darker than Punch. I just so happen to take this genes. What is y'all talking about? Do Afro Latinos exist? Have you read that question? Look, it's from him.
No, I read it. Pero ya yo me va a quedar toqueado en eso.
Yeah, yeah. As if we're the ones saying that Latinos don't exist. Hell out of here.
But yeah, man, this is again, man. Boxing is right now has great momentum. It has great momentum. This 2 weeks is gonna be good. I think to be honest, throughout the week, I'm gonna be talking a lot about this matchup because this matchup is big, and I don't want people to just talk about this as a great Mexican fight. I think this is a great boxing
fight. Period.
This is a great boxing fight. Period.
Who you got? It's tough, ain't it? It's tough.
Yesterday I was watching. I was just watching Oscar Valdez. I was just trying to because I was saying that Miguel Berchelt is gonna win. So I would just be like, all right, what does Oscar Valdez has to do? What does he have? What does he have? What does he have? I do think that he's gonna be successful in spots, boxing wise. I think he's gonna be outboxing him a little bit. I think he can use his speed a little bit. I don't think that his power is going to keep Miguel Berchelt off of him. That in the later rounds, he's going to figure out that his punches do not hurt. And he's going to, little by little, close the gap. The gap.
Yeah.
Because even though Oscar Valdez, I think, has more overall boxing skills than Miguel Berchelt knows how to trap. He knows how to trap you, and once he's gonna go out there to trap you, knowing that Oscar Valdez is not gonna be able to hurt him, I don't think that Oscar Valdez is gonna be able to keep him off him. So I actually have this going to a decision, but I do have it. I do have it going to decision. I do have it going with Miguel Berchelt. 7-5.
Let me give you my perspective on this fight. Because I do agree with you that Valdez has the boxing skills just a little higher than Berchelt. Mm-hmm. I do believe if Reynoso can work on controlling distance, keeping it solely at the mid range and working a lot of angles, working off the jab a lot, I do believe they can actually squeak a victory. But watch this. Valdez is too committed. He's too hot-blooded. And I do think that the minute he gets stinged with one punch, he's going to forget about all the boxing he's got, and he's going to want to go exchange with the very guy that has more power than him. And that's why I think Berchelt's going to break him badly. I think
he's going to break him down, but I think it's going to be just a little too late to end him, and that's why I got Berchelt winning. But that's just me. I don't have Oscar Valdez winning this fight, but I do see him having success early or probably midway in position. I think so, but then
the only way
I think by the 8th round, by the 8th, 9th round, Berchelt be like, okay, this guy really got nothing.
I got you. Yeah,
I'm going trap you. That's it. You won't be able to keep me off you. And that's when I think he's gonna take over.
I do have it as a knockout just because
his defense.
Because Valdez is too committed to trade, man. It's like he's got this Eric Morales mentality.
He want that war. He want that Mexican war.
He wants that bloodbath. You know what I mean? And I get it, and I give him props for it. But Berchelt's the wrong guy to do it with, bro. Berchelt's not the guy to go over there and trade punches with. I do believe Berchelt is robotic enough to where if Valdez commits 100% to boxing and nothing but boxing, regardless of people booing, regardless of people calling him a runner, whatever, I believe he can outbox Burchell, but I just see the Valdez we always get, the one that the minute he gets touched and he hurts, he's like, I want to get you, like, and he just commits to war too early in the fights too, man. And I just think I think Burchell's the wrong dude to do that with. I don't think it should happen like that. That's just me.
It's a good, but I mean, this is a good fight to break down, though. It's
It
a
is.
good fight.
There's a lot of content. I'm talking about that in my live tonight, and also, AB about the billions.
Yo, and no lie, I want to see this man succeed.
I also
do.
Yeah.
I want to see AB succeed. I think I think Adrian Broner, regardless how people like his persona, has been very underrated. He's been, when people talk about challenges, he's gone to fight with challenges. He's put his O on the line. He's for Maidana. He's for Porter. He's for Mikey. He's for Pacquiao. This ain't the guys that he lost to. Probably he was the underdog.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of people and the dude, it's not like he gets like schooled like that,
Bro, if Broner only realized the good he could do for the sport, because Broner is exciting, and not only is he exciting, he's a hell of a fighter. But he's like a tank. He's only a hell of a fighter when he's committed. When he's focusing on something else, clubbing, going to the strip club, all this stuff that brings no positivity to your career, you see it in the ring, dude. He doesn't perform.
You know what I think also? I think this, and I could be wrong. You know that we live like in an environment that you don't know that you're gonna make it to past 20-something years old, right? Like I never imagined myself like being 50 years old. Like I thought 30 was it. So when you got that, when you got money in your pocket, you don't gotta be rich. But every time you have money in your pocket when you're younger, you want to buy the fly stuff. You just want to go out there and spend, right? So just think about these guys that go from the hood to making millions. And now when they going out, they just want to spend, they want to buy the car, they want to experience life, because you don't know that you're gonna be done. Because you still live in that hood mindset that I don't see myself at 50. For example, look at me. Mira todas tattoos. I got tattoos everywhere, back, head, everywhere. But did I do it thinking about that I'm gonna look like this at the age of 60, 50, or
no, you did 70? It in the moment. You did it in the moment.
Did in the moment, but in reality, because I'm not thinking to myself that I'm gonna look old. You know what llega a eso. You see how these people be having all tattoos all over their face and stuff like that, but tú llegas como un viejo así con eso y tú vas a ir para la iglesia, tú vas a hacer un pastor así.
Right. But you know what though? In regards to what you just said, I actually appreciate when I see somebody that was. Go ahead.
Good looking, Notch. Good looking. I appreciate. I think I am learning more on this channel than what I taught in school. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. This is boxing. Boxing translates to life. Translates to life itself.
Yeah. Espérate que estoy comiendo todavía. Oh, okay. Ya esta mujer quiere quitarme el plato de comida ya.
Yeah, I love un ching. But Punch, most of them don't live in the hood anymore, and I don't understand America. Okay. I understand, but. So sometimes you gotta understand how these people live. It's like I'm gonna put it like this, Shaka. Mike Tyson went from, remember, he's the undisputed heavyweight champion at the age of 21, 22. Getting 300 million. What a man like that. And that's a kid. That's still a kid. What he's gonna do with all that money? Do you even know how to count that money? Do we even know how to do his taxes with that money? Do we even understand the language? Because and look, and we could be old. We could be in our 40s and 30s and stuff like that. But you know what I also learned, that a lot of people are financially literate.
Yeah.
We're financially literate.
That's true. That's why you see them in the financial holes later on, and you're like, but damn, didn't he just make like 2 years ago like $300 million? Well, all that money went. People took advantage of him. They didn't know how to do their taxes. They forgot to pay these fees. Next thing you know, all these things are mounting up. And when you're talking about small percentages on millions of dollars, it translates to a lot of money, my homie, because don't tell me that 10% of 100 is the same thing as 10% of 10 million. It's not. You're talking about when you add all these penalties and fees based on percentage of your overall purse, dude, you're talking about an amount of money most of us ain't never gonna make in our lifetime. All gone in one paycheck.
Let me get in here with y'all, man. What's going on with my boys?
Black and Brown Boxing in the building.
What's
Black
going on,
and Brown.
fellas?
Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. What's good, man?
Hey, what a hell of a day in the YTBC, huh? Another wild ass day in the YTBC.
Beautiful.
What's
day.
new? What you find in the YT? Because we was talking about already what Fagnon was talking ish. And
Fagnon is losing it, bro. I seen him gangbanging the other day. I couldn't believe it. He was throwing up bloods. He said, "You don't want no problems with us. We're gangbanging out here." He threw up the 3 on us. I said, "I don't know what that old man got going on, but whatever he's doing, man. I think he needs to stop watching your channel. That's what I think he needs to do ASAP.
Yeah.
Stop watching Punch Drunk Boxing, bro. That shit got him going crazy."
I think that's what it is, man. Just stop watching me, my brother, because you might not go cycle just for 2 weeks. You might go into retirement. You're going, just keep my name out your mouth, brother. Just keep my name out your mouth.
Hey, you gonna push him over that cliff?
I know. He already got heart problems.
Nah, man, but it's just been a great day today, man. That shit was fire. You know, look, at sometimes
Black and Brown taking that Taco Bell internet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're frizzing there for a minute.
Damn.
You good?
Nah, probably
You got
not.
that. I got
He
that good.
He good on my end.
I got that good Xfinity too, man. I pay extra so my sons can game all night.
Maybe it's on your end, Raw, because he hasn't froze on my end.
Oh,
Hey.
he was on my end.
But look, shout out to all the content creators out there, you know what I mean, who'll be doing their thing. You know, the pops call in, they do their thing, it gets heated. It's good. It's good for the sport. I think it's good for our community. As long as none of the content creators get too caught up, you know, and start going at each other and making it like a personal thing, I think it's all good, man. It's great entertainment, great fucking entertainment. And I can't agree with everything that comes out Bill's mouth, right? But hey, he's trying to get the fight, and that's what you got to do when you want the fight. You got to do whatever it takes to get the fight. As far as factually and all that, I don't want to get into all that. You know what I mean? Does he deserve the fight? I don't know about all that. I know this as a Devin Haney fan. If you can't get Teofimo, you got to still perform for me. You still got to entertain me. And if you never end up getting the Teofimo fight, the Devin Haney show must go on. You know, we can't sit and wait around. We just can't keep sitting and waiting. We still the show must go on because some of us, we love Devin Haney and we love to see him fight. Well, if you can't get Teofimo, I don't want to keep hearing about Teofimo. I want to see the kid perform in the ring. The Teofimo show ain't stopping. Mm-hmm. Teofimo fans are happy with what they're getting. They got no complaints when it comes to Teofimo. Now, us as Devin Haney fans, are we happy with what we're getting? Were we happy with Gamboa? Nah, we weren't too happy with Gamboa. So I don't think instead of you know, us as Devin Haney fans getting on Teofimo and pressuring Teofimo to come and fight us when we can go fight Linares, we can go fight Luke Campbell, we can fight Nakatani. And if we do those things and we handle our business, hey, bro, then we might get to this level. Hey, Raw, then we might get to an even playing field, or we might even surpass him because Teofimo's having issues with his promotional company right now. So now's a good time for Devin Haney to step on the gas.
Yep.
Get that Linares and get that Fortuna, get the Luke Campbell, get Nakatani, get Richard Comey. And then what can anybody say? What can anybody say if you get those names on your belt, you know?
But that's what I was telling you about the helicopter ride. You know, we got this guy that actually took the necessary steps to make it to the top. And on the other hand, we got the guy that just wants a helicopter ride. He wants to skip the steps and go straight to the top of the mountain. And it's not always going to work like that. I mean, sometimes it does, depending on how much pull you got under the tables with the powers that be, but it's not always going to work like that. Real life often tells us you got to take the necessary steps. So what the problem is, a lot of these channels making us look like we actually hating on this kid, when in reality, we're offering the necessary advice that's going to help him be great. That's going to help him be respected. So that's why I was making the helicopter ride comparison, because it's like, dude, Teofimo didn't took a ride. The brother actually went out there and went step by step by step.
Hey, there's beauty in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? There's beauty in the path. You can't just go straight to the Super Bowl and not go through the playoffs, man.
Facts.
We want to see, as Devin Haney fans, we should want to see him earn his shot. We should want to see him go through Campbell. Hey, and you know what I hear? The craziest shit I've heard is that there's no reason to fight Lomachenko because you're not going to get no credit for it. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. So they're talking him at his fans, Devin Haney fans, are talking him out of going and fighting Lomachenko because of what haters are going to say about him? Like, come on, bro. We all fucking know, as diehard boxing fans, we know what Lomachenko's going to do to his resume, especially if he beats him in a better fashion than Teofimo beat him. What happened to the old school common opponents? What happened to that? Going to beat the guy that you beat in a better fashion than you, more impressive fashion than you. Whatever happened to that? You know, and with the Richard Comey fight, I understand. Hey, that's a setup. You got to beat Richard Comey in 2 rounds. Well, with Lomachenko, all you got to do is get him out of there in under 12, or even beat him in a more impressive fashion than Tio did. You know, because even though some of it, I scored the fight 9-3 Teofimo, right? But once Loma started fighting, the fight got really close. So it was a good fight, you know. And if Loma could have made it a closer fight, but he didn't let his hands go. What I'm saying is, Devin Haney can go in there and beat him in a more impressive fashion, you know, and really get a lot of credit for that. So you Devin Haney fans that are talking him out of fighting Lomachenko, I think you're tripping. I think you're fucking tripping. I think if he can get Lomachenko, that's the best name out there for him to get. The guy that Tio just beat. Go beat him in a better fashion.
But look at this, though. What you're saying is what we've been saying. Specifically, you remember Holyfield did it to Mike Tyson. He went after the people he was beating, and he was beating them in a better fashion. So I get what you're saying. Comey is a trap, yeah, because you're gonna have to go out there and knock him out in 2 or less. So it's not gonna. Okay, let's forget about Comey, right? Yeah. But you could imagine if Devin Haney got in the ring tomorrow and completely outboxed without getting touched at Nakatani.
And look how much we're all praising Nakatani right now.
Correct. And then imagine
Nakatani has earned all of our respect.
Yeah. Imagine he goes from Nakatani to Lomachenko and does even better with Lomachenko. Then now he's really in the hot. Now fans are like, damn, yeah, I want to see this dude versus this dude now. Now. But don't tell me that a guy went from Santiago to Gamboa is gonna all of a sudden be the boogeyman to the guy that went from Nakatani, Richard Comey, Lomachenko. No. That's what I was saying. If I'm a dance in the dance floor, I want a partner that knows how to dance with me. It's got to bring something to the table. You know what I just think the Teofimo show is up and rolling. You know, Ryan Garcia is trying to get his show up and rolling, and I don't like all the moves Ryan Garcia makes, but at least he got his show up and rolling. He's not asking Teofimo to begging Teofimo. And I know some people wanted him to call out Teofimo, but I don't like when these guys just like kind of clout chase each other. I want them to go do their own thing and create their own show and their own fan base, right? Then you create this huge fan base and you bring both fan bases together. Right now, Teofimo's got his thing rolling. Ryan Garcia's trying to get his thing rolling. Devin Haney's kind of like, hold on, guys, don't leave me. Hey, Devin Haney, just get your own show rolling. The names are there. The names are there. I promise you the names are there. You don't need Ryan Garcia or Teofimo. If they don't want to get in a ring with you, move on, because the show must go on. And that's coming from a real – hey, Punch, you know how much I like Devin. It's been me and you going back. When you said drop your belt, who was in the comments like, why? Why should he do that?
He worked so hard to get to that position. Lomachenko got elevated. He deserves that belt. It was me and you, Punch. I was disagreeing with you.
Yeah. Notch, Haney can't beat Comey. Facts. Good looking out, Notch, for that. I'm gonna say this though. I dropped the video earlier. What's good, DT3? I dropped the video earlier, and I said, what you think about this on Black Brown? I don't know if you looked at the video, and I said, if that belt is watered down in the WBC 135, Devin Haney's belt is watered down because of the WBC themselves. Because Mauricio Sudamon, the president, you already know that he's been saying that he says that Teofimo Lopez is undisputed, thus watering down whatever belt that matter of fact, the belt that Devin Haney got. So if it's watered down, and right now you can see that Devin Haney is trapped. Ryan Garcia don't want part of Devin Haney. Javante Tank Davis don't want part of Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez is going to fight his mandatory. So why not use that power? Why not use your position at 135 and actually petition to be mandatory in the WBC in 140? Or if they say no, petition to fight a final eliminator to be the mandatory in 140. If everybody else is gonna up there eventually, Teofimo Lopez gonna get there. Devin Haney say he's gonna go to the 140. How about right now Devin Haney put himself in position at 140 before Teofimo Lopez get there, so you could disrupt what Teofimo Lopez wants to do and becoming the undisputed, because you ain't gonna do nothing at 135. The guys ain't gonna fight you. They don't respect the belt. They don't respect the position, and none of them is gonna pay no sanctioning fees for a belt that not even a WBC, you know what I'm saying, respect that as much. Now while Teofimo Lopez is there with that franchise. What you think? You on mute.
Sorry, brother. That's exactly why Ryan Garcia don't want to fight him, bro. That's exactly why, because that belt don't mean nothing. The belt don't mean nothing. And we all know it, man. We all know it. It's loud and clear. What is he? He even said yesterday, which I don't agree with. I seen Ryan Garcia say yesterday, why would I go backwards and fight Devin Haney? I don't agree with that shit. I 100% disagree. That's not moving backwards. It'd be a huge fight for your legacy. You can set up a trilogy. There's no big deal. Whoever loses, no big deal. The show goes on. You fight again in 2 years. You fight again in 7 years. So I disagree that it's taking a step backwards for Ryan Garcia to fight Devin Haney. But I do agree that belt's watered down doesn't mean nothing, which is the reason why he doesn't want to fight him. Mm-hmm. As far as what was the second part you asked me?
Let Devin Haney petition the WBC so he could be mandatory to the 140 champion Jose Ramirez. If they say no on that, petition to fight a final eliminator versus Cepeda, the WBC silver champion, and for a final eliminator to be mandatory for that position. Get there before Teofimo Lopez get there.
Sorry to interrupt. Punch, I'm gonna have to be out. Thank you for having me here.
Ay, coño, ya ella necesita su tiempo también, mi hermano.
Sí, ya me metió, brother. I went to the restroom. She grabbed me by the ears and she hit me, bro.
Tú ibas hasta ahorita. Tú vas a las 7:30.
We must all go through the same thing, man.
Exactly what she said, dude. She said, I'm just saying, you're going to go live at 7:30 and that's another 3 hours.
Yo, go to the lady, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fellas, I'll be live at 7:30. If you guys have time, both of you are invited, man. Let's go over and chop it up and go over this past weekend's card. So thanks for having me, everybody in the chat. Salute, everybody.
Everybody subscribe to Raw Boxing TV right now. Right now, I say subscribe to Raw Boxing TV.
I'm out before they actually make me homeless, you know. See ya, guys.
Hey, real talk though, man. If you ain't subscribed to Raw Boxing, you're sleeping. Go subscribe ASAP.
Yeah, man. So what I was talking about,
moving to 140. I love that idea, especially. But this is the thing, though. A Punch is last year around this same exact time last year, a year ago in February. Bill Haney said we don't have much more time at 35. We'll move up now. But then today on Mr. Two Hands' show, he said Devin has all day at 35. He can stay there as long as he needs to. So sometimes with the fathers and the fighters, I don't really want to take too much of what they say. But I think it's a great idea to move up and beat Tio there. If he wants to do that. I also don't mind the idea of him just waiting it out. Fighting all the guys there, cleaning. If he can't get Tio, you get Linares out of there, you get Loma out of there, you do what you can, you beat who is there. You know, and who does, you make that home. You make that your home. And you continue putting pressure on Tio, but not by talking, by fighting. And you stay at home and you clean out 130 and you become champion there and you move up in due time. I don't mind the idea of him going to 140, but I don't want him to rush there if he's not ready. Like, okay, yeah, what if he goes beat Cepeda? And he's really not all the way ready for a Ramirez yet, or not ready for a Taylor yet. So I don't mind him staying at 35. I just want him to fight the guys at 35. Get the old guys out.
Yeah, true. I mean, I was just giving a plan because I don't think he's gonna get a fight on 135. I don't think they're looking at him. They're not looking at him. And we was talking about that before, that he's just there. He's pressured. He's just pressured because he has a belt. But in reality, he's supposed to be in the same position as Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis. He's in that same position. It's just that he got a strap. I mean, read Ignorant Boxing. I think he likes the perception of being ducked. He doesn't even make the effort to make another fight. That's accurate.
See, and that's what I don't like, man, about being a Devin Haney fan. If you're a real fan, you shouldn't be okay with that. You shouldn't be okay with that. You got to pressure him to entertain you. You have to be entertained. All this outside the ring shit, you can say whatever you want, about Teofimo Lopez, but damn, that boy gets down in the ring, and he has gotten down in the ring over the last 2 years, and you can't take that shit away from him. So when it comes to the actual sport of boxing, Teofimo's doing exactly what his fans want him to do, and he's gaining fans on the way. And it just seems like Devin's just not doing that, and I don't know how he's gaining fans or how he will gain fans. So if he wants fans, he got to start doing the same shit Tio's doing, and that's fighting good talent. Fighting good talent, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I can't wait for this year, man. I think that this is gonna be a big year in boxing. I think it's gonna be I'm calling this year the undisputed year. You got Fury, Joshua, Jose Ramirez, Taylor. We could see Canelo if things come to fruition. Boom, he could end up in September if he beat Drum, go to Maine, beat Billy Joe Saunders in September, get Plank. We could see an undisputed. We also could see an undisputed with Castaño and Charlo. We're gonna see an undisputed with the ladies with Clarissa Shields. She's going for undisputed again, and Jessica McCaskill and Cecilia Breakers for undisputed.
Punch, can I just interrupt you real quick? I don't know if this dude, see the comment that says, dude, he's gaining fans because nobody will fight him. See that, I don't know if he's being sarcastic or what that comment is, but that's exactly the comment that shit just don't make no sense to me. How do you gain fans in the sport of boxing because no one will fight you? I just don't get that shit, man.
Because
even if the top level guys won't fight you, Punch, you gain fans by going in there and putting on performances against mid-level guys. Masterful performances against mid-level guys. You don't gain fans by just sitting there and saying, look, he won't fight me. Look, to me, that's not how the sport of boxing works.
Because
I gotta see the shit inside the ring.
They think, you know what it is? They think that the narrative is gonna push them. Yo, the narrative is not. Have you noticed that all these narratives from these knuckleheads don't do nothing for these fighters? What has it done for Wilder? What has it done? What has it done for people saying, oh, Canelo this, Canelo that? He's still going to do whatever he's going to do. If he retires right now, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. What is he going to do hating on Teofimo Lopez? Teofimo Lopez has still already got all the straps. He got all the straps. What you going to hate on? I think there's power in this and push, and so we could push a good fight collectively. But these narratives ain't doing nothing. It's not going to gain anything. It's just a waste of time. So I think that they banking on these narratives. But Devin Haney gonna have to fight somebody. You're gonna have to fight somebody, but then they're gonna be like, yeah, but we calling out Teofimo Lopez. Well, Teofimo Lopez, he's not gonna get that fight right now. Teofimo Lopez in a position in which he fought back to back top 10 lightweights. Nakatani, Comey, and Loma. And he could do whatever you want to do. At this point, people are not going to pressure Teofimo Lopez to do something. Now, after the next fight, yeah. See, I will pressure Canelo Alvarez to fight a year, Jumbo. Already Canelo Alvarez have told us that there's a plan. He's going to go right back in the ring in May. So I'm not going to be pressuring because we already know that he's going to go back, 2-3 months back in the ring, Cinco de Mayo, and going to unify. So at least if the boxers tell us their plan, okay, I'm going to do this because this is going to be next. Then, all right, we'll probably be like, all right, go get that easy, whatever. Go get that tune-up, and then you're going to get that. But they got to communicate as well with their fans. They got to communicate with the boxing fans as well.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, man, people just need to understand and look at boxing in this way. Each boxer got to put on their own show and build their own fan base. You can't live off of the next boxer's fan base and what the next boxer's doing inside the ring, man. You just can't. And if you can't get that boxer inside the ring, then you got to do what you got to do to please your fans and continue growing your fan base. That's just how the sport of boxing works. And it's obvious, the writing's on the walls. You see Canelo's doing it. It's Canelo's show. Canelo don't need nobody's fans. He got the game wrapped up right in his hands. He got the game right in his hands. It's the Canelo Alvarez show. And everybody's begging for, can I get on? Can I get on? Let me get a piece of the show. And every boxer needs to look at it the same way. Teofimo got his show rolling. Ryan Garcia got his show rolling. You can't be mad at these boxers when they don't want to fight you. You got to do what you got to do to get your show up and rolling. So and I don't know why people just don't understand that shit. Because you call somebody a duck, right? What's going to weigh more at the end, Punch? That you duck somebody or that you are a two-time 4-division world champion, unified champion in 2 different divisions. Oh, but remember, he ducked Devin Haney when he was 23. Remember, what's going to weigh more at the end?
Nobody, that's what I'm saying.
No one's going to care.
That's just YTBC narrative BS.
No one's going to care at the end. When you talk about legacy, no one talks about fucking Floyd Mayweather ducking Winky Wright. No one talks about that shit. Why? Exactly. Because Floyd was great. His greatness overshadowed that shit. At the end, nobody talks about the duck. They only talk about the greatness. Only haters are going to bring up the duck. I know I don't like the way Floyd handled the Winky Wright situation, but you never hear me call Floyd Mayweather a duck because I don't focus on that. I just let Floyd Mayweather be. He's had a great career. He's an all-time great, and that's what it is. And that's how it's going to be with Canelo. No one's going to say he ducked Charlo. No one's going to talk about he ducked Andre. Only the fucking haters. The real boxing fans are going to acknowledge Canelo for what he did in the sport of boxing. Same thing goes with Tio. Tio starts doing great things, and he don't never fight Devin Haney. No one's going to talk about it. They're just going to talk about how he was undisputed at 35, undisputed at 40, went to 47, captured 2 titles there. That's all they're going to fucking talk about. So each fighter needs to get on their own shit and be responsible for their own show and their own fan base. And maybe, just maybe, you can bring both shows together and create a mega fight. That's how it's done. That's how the sport of boxing works, fellas. That's it. And that's coming from a casual. That's coming from a casual Punch. Create your own show, create your own fan base. Hopefully your fan base grows enough as the next guy, and you guys can create a mega fight together. Other than that, there ain't nothing to talk about. All this other shit is just soap opera, fucking gibberish, fucking hoopla. You know what I mean? Like, just fight people. Just put on a show. There's plenty of names in the sport of boxing. I keep the same energy with Haney, who I'm a big fan of. I keep the same energy for Charlo, Andrade, all these guys who are saying that, oh, we can't do this because the top guy won't fight us. Well, bro, please go do something else in the meantime. Please go do something. Please go do something so you can bring something to the table and we can have a mega fight. Or else all you're doing is begging to get on the next man's parade. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, and you felt the same way about Demetrius Andre. You'd be like, I just fight Liam Williams. Well, I'm saying, but he should go fight champions in precision. But you're saying, hey, yo, just fight Liam Williams because the champions ain't looking at you.
Yep. Same thing with Haney. Just please fight Fortuna or Linares. Hurry up this year. Get this shit out the way. You know what I mean? So that's a step. These fighters got to take steps. Get Linares. You see, people want Haney. These guys, they want these kids to do exactly what Tio did. But this is where they get it wrong. Tio didn't do that. Tio took his steps. You just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
We weren't. Some people, like myself, I wasn't paying attention to the step he took against Comey. I didn't care about that step, but it was a necessary step. Haney needs to take the step. He needs to take the Linares step, the Fortuna step. Ryan took the Luke Campbell step. These guys got to take steps. They got to crawl before they walk. They cannot just jump right into the big show. They not only need it for promotional reasons, but they need it for their skills inside the ring to grow. They need to take baby steps with their career, with their skill set inside the ring. Some of these dudes want to put them right in there, and they're going to get their fighter hurt. They're going to get their fighter exposed, and it could do damage to their fighter's career. If you're really, really, really a fucking fan of your fighter, dude, chill the fuck out and move him in a proper way. Stop demanding fights that are just unreasonable for your fucking fighter.
Exact facts. Facts.
Fight Linares. You get. For me, I already respect these dudes, so it's not about a respect thing. It'll just be like, okay, mission accomplished, on to the next. You got to start knocking these fucking targets off the wall. With Andrade, he's a little bit behind. He's 31, but I still respect the dude. I still like the dude, but I want him to go get that target off the wall.
He's 33, bro.
Oh shit, he's getting up there. Fuck it, I'm still gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Go get Liam Williams. I know Liam Williams is gonna be a tough fight. Go get that out the way. You know, I want these dudes to get take the proper steps to get to that top. You know, that's all I want from these dudes, man.
What would you like to do? Just briefly in the welterweight division, because this is the division that, you know what I'm saying, it was my favorite division, but it's really nothing cooking up. And of course, a lot of people want to see Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, but I've been saying it for almost 2 years. This shit ain't gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it just like that. It's not gonna happen. So what should Bud Crawford do?
Bud Crawford.
Forget Errol Spence.
Okay.
They in negotiations with Sean Porter. What you think?
For me, Bud's the one in the tough spot. Bud's the one in the real tough spot because I think he's capped out. He's tapped out. He can't go no higher than 47. In my opinion, he's already a small guy in that division. But that's just I'm just giving you guys my opinion. All right, so. For me, he's the one in the really fucked up spot because he can go no higher. So what I would do if I'm Bud is I go and get the Porter fight. Okay, I go and get the Danny Garcia fight, the Keith Thurman fight. You have no choice. You have no choice. You got to go get the biggest names in that division because the dude who is a champion is just playing too many games, man. And this is the fucked up part about this division when it comes to this division for me, right? For me, this is the fucked up part. I think Errol Spence is the best welterweight, right? But I also don't like his energy towards the fight.
True.
That's what throws me off. If they would ever get in the ring, I got Errol Spence beating Bud Crawford for different reasons. We'll get into that if you want to, but it throws me off when I hear him say, "Why are you at my fight? I don't go to your fight." That's not boxing energy to me, bro. Yeah. When he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna go raise some chickens and some cows and shit," and you got the dude with the belt at your fight. He's at your fight, and you just ignore him, brush him off, and downplay him.
That's why this fight that's why people think this is a mega fight. But I even think that the numbers will do below than what it should be. Because these guys don't know how to promote.
Yeah, they're not promoting it right.
So that right there is like, let's say the hype is already that Bud Crawford is in the stadium watching Errol Spence, what they're going to do in exchange. And then this guy don't acknowledge this one. Bud Crawford doesn't do an interview. He actually just probably lead them. These guys don't promote, bro. They don't build. They letting the media do all the work. PBC don't got a Errol Spence not a doesn't got a promoter. Bob Arum is going against Bud Crawford. This guy, this fight is not being promoted. F this fight. There's too much going on in the sport of boxing for me to dwell on this fight. So much going on in the sport of boxing, so much potential. Matter of fact, yes, the welterweight division ain't got two up and coming phenoms in Boots and Virgil that I'm probably more excited about.
Oh yeah,
I'm more excited about.
for definitely.
And I'm gonna say it like this: it's gonna be probably look if Boots Ennis, if that fight with Sergey Lipinets becomes a title eliminator, he gets closer to Earl Spence. People gonna be talking about Earl Spence and Boots Ennis. And that Bud and Spence people ain't gonna talk about. You put Boots Ennis in that, if he gets in that position in the IBF, people gonna be talking about Boots and Earl Spence, and that hype could be good as well.
Punch, man, I know I'm gonna speak freely, man. I know people are gonna take this the wrong way, but I've never had, if you look at my channel, Punch, I've never had energy for that fight. I've never been too overhyped about that fight. And mainly because I think I've never been too big on either fighter. Me too. Either fighters.
Well, not Earl Spence. I keep it real. I was never too big on Earl.
Yeah, and then even Bud, he's had a good career, but it's been a quiet career. It's been a real quiet career. So for me, they're in their glory years, like when they were in their 20s, I was like barely keeping up. I was more interested in Chocolatito and Triple G a lot more than them two fighters. Not just because they were making more noise and they were out there more. So I've never had energy for this fight, man. I just never have. If you go look at my channel, I don't think I've ever made one video about this fight. So there's no energy. Really, the only energy around this fight is on the YouTube. That's the only place.
Yeah. It's right now, that's the only energy. And just like the 135, the Devin Haney and Tio, that's the only energy. When these guys is meeting Teofimo Lopez, they call it Undisputed. What Mike Tyson calls him, Undisputed. Zab Judah, Undisputed. Manny Pacquiao, everybody see him as Undisputed. So all this, we could say all we want, but man, everybody saw what they saw in the welterweight division. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: is a lot of great fights. Ugas is a good fight for anybody. I want to know what Ugas gonna do since all these guys. Already we seen a lot of Sean Porter, and of course that Sean Porter and Bud fight could be good, but we know what Porter's gonna bring to the table. Keith Thurman, we want to see how he's gonna come back, but he's not being out there as he should, in my opinion, really promoting himself and telling us his update or what's gonna be next. But Ugas right now Ugas could really call the shots and really call out people to make it interesting. Of course, he's gonna say it in Spanish, and then if people don't follow that lingo, they ain't gonna follow him. He doesn't got a major following. Every time he goes live, he gets like 15 people on his Instagram live. So
you got more people watching you. Forget this. I'm gonna go watch Punch. Unless he's gonna bring his girl. We need
Ugas up in here, man. And the other day when we was talking, Ugas actually he did hit up because I hit him up. I want to do an interview with Ugas. But
Punch, I think it's crazy how no one had energy towards Ugas, but then he becomes champion, and now everybody wants to fight Ugas. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why they didn't fight him before. They should have fought. I don't know why they didn't fight him before. They should have took that belt from him before, which would have put pressure on Manny. I just didn't get why they weren't fighting Ugas before this. I didn't understand that. And now I haven't heard nothing come from Spence himself, but a lot of his fans are like, yeah, now he's gonna fight Ugas. It's just crazy how all of a sudden now you're gonna fight Ugas. Why haven't you been fought Ugas?
Well, he said in his tweet, I said all he had to do was get a belt.
Well, I mean, damn, I don't know. That fucking belt is crazy. The regular and the super belt, just like the franchise, shit, just as confusing. But if you want my opinion, I think Ugas should really go fight Bud Crawford. I think that's the fight that should happen, is the Ugas Bud Crawford fight. Winner of that fight also now holds 2 belts. You got two belt holders fighting for undisputed. It might put more pressure on the Spence team to make that fight. Now, if you let Spence get that fight, the undisputed fight might never happen. Never happen.
I think that when it comes to the welterweight and the PBC, that they're gonna run this like a real business. It's not gonna be it ain't gonna be for the good of boxing. Put it that way. I think that Ugas, to be honest, I think Ugas is gonna be fighting Thurman. I think that Earl Spence gonna be fighting Abdul Kokorov. I think that Porter will be fighting Bud. And I said this before. I said either Keith or Sean, they will have to come out of that bubble to fight Bud, and I think it's gonna be Sean Porter.
I love that fight. I get excited just thinking about that fight. I love that fight. I think Bud beats him. I think Bud stops him, honestly, because
Sean.
Yeah, I think Bud stops him. Bro. We're gonna see the best Bud. I think Sean Porter. I think some of these dudes' styles, right? They're so forceful and aggressive. They bring the best boxer out of the other guy, and I think Sean Porter will bring the best Terrence Crawford out. I think it'll be the best Terrence Crawford we've seen.
If Crawford stops Sean, I think I know for sure, 100% sure that Spence will never get in the ring with him.
Yeah, it probably won't happen. Even more so, it won't happen. But it'll be a lot more pressure on him, no punch. A lot more pressure from the people around him. You know what I'm saying? It will. The LDBC will start pressuring him. It'll be pressure all through social media. There will be more pressure on him. If Bud beats a Spence, beats a Thurman, beats a Porter, beats a Thurman, beats a Danny Garcia, the pressure does start to build on Spence. I think from his own circle. My opinion. They can't make excuses forever.
If Earl Spence keeps on saying that Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound number one, then they're gonna put the pressure on him.
Yeah.
And then they will put the pressure on them. Other than that, they will never put the pressure on them. They ain't even putting the pressure up now. They trying to use Ugas now. So they trying to push that Porter into Bud. They really don't want that Spence and Bud right now.
Fuck, he's gonna ask for 90-10 if he gets that third belt, bro. You can forget about it. You can fucking forget about it. I almost just want fucking Bud just to take it, bro. Just take it. Put a no rematch clause in there. Take the fucking 70-30 and take his shit. You know what I mean? Like, even though I don't know if he can beat Earl Spence in the ring, I still want Bud just to take the fucking discount, man. And go in there and don't give him no rematch if you take his shit neither.
Now, you know why he ain't gonna take that discount, man? Bud got a big family. He got like 7 kids. He got a big family. Bud, and to be honest, bro, Bud could retire right now. He's more of a Hall of Famer than Earl Spence.
Yeah, for sure, probably, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. The carrying the undisputed, it carries so much fucking weight, man. It carries so much weight.
He's 3 division world champion, undisputed. Does he really need Spence? Yeah, he needs Spence in the welterweight division, but right now he could retire. It's only a few dudes that could retire right now and be Hall of Famers, and Bud is one. Canelo is one. Pacquiao is one. Anthony Joshua is one, and Tyson Fury. Do you think Deontay Wilder retires now? He's a Hall of Famer.
Well, you know, when we talk about Hall of Fame in boxing, it's kind of strange. Like, are we talking about like my personal own Hall of Fame, or are we talking about the Boxing Hall of Fame? They kind of let anybody in, you know what I mean? And we know Deontay Wilder will be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean,
and then if we think about it, punch. What do you have?
I was talking about like first ballot,
10 or 11 title defense, 10 or 11 title defenses.
10.
Man, bro, that's a lot. And then you know, we dissect it here on YouTube, boxing fans. We dissect the resume and the competition. But does the Hall of Fame? They just look at the 10 title defenses, you know.
And that's what I mean. That people look at it. Let's say Bud, who he fought. He only fought Gamboa, and he fought. He fought people, man. Oh
no, Postall, a live Gamboa. I mean, shit. Just got done beating Kell Brook, Amir Khan, Jose Benavidez. Jose Benavidez put up a good fight. I don't give a damn what nobody says.
When you going live? You going live?
Shit. I mean, tomorrow, today, tonight, whenever the time is right. Whenever the time is right. Whenever I get that itch, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm about to shut this one down, man. Gonna have good some dinner and shit.
Yeah. Hey, this
But,
weekend, baby. Let's go. It's fire
Yeah,
this weekend. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're gonna be talking about this all week. We're gonna be talking about this all every day till Saturday. Yo, everybody, right now, subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing. Subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing inmediatamente, señores y señora. This is Punch Brown Boxing, aka.
Punch, before I chime out, hey man, you're the best in the fucking business, Punch. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your foot on their fucking neck. You're a one-man army, Punch. You're a one-man fucking army. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. We got your back, bro. We're rocking with you, Punch. We got you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Good looking out, my brother. I appreciate that. Let's go. Viva Latino, señores y señora. Latino in the building, my friends.
Si se puede. Si se puede.
We out, man.
I'm out, Punch.
All right, brother. Ya tú sabes, mi gente, ya. Tú sabes, Latino, América, everybody. Besitos to everybody, my friend. Vamos a resolver aquí. Todavía hay guerra. Guerra, estamos aquí. Guerra, guerra, guerra. Ese maldito palomo todavía tiene problemas. Ese maldito palomo, palomo, palomo.
$40, $40, $40.
Ese maldito palomo tiene problemas. Vamos a resolver, señores y señoras. Y'all already know, man. This is Punch Brown Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón of the YTBC. Let's go, baby. It's a new movement, man. They can't fuck with me. They can't fuck with us. Let's go. More power to boxing. Let's go. Everybody, yo. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. Check out the new videos out there, man, that I just put out. Also subscribe and also follow the podcast. If somebody saw a podcast, you get an Apple, Spotify, man. Anyway, Google, Amazon, whatever, any social media platform is on. Also follow me on Twitter, Mr. Moonshine. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Moonshine 10. Yo. I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck. Again, man. Ain't gonna be no narrative pushes around here. Let's go, man. Peace out. God bless. God first. Everything second. Fight plus survivor equals true champions. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.